I looked at their face when they asked me, I was just like, yeah, no, I got arms, the very first one, praying Bible, cross with my arms,
Minute microphone test, 10-minute microphone test.
He tattooed him, y'all. Golly. That's cool.
Microphone 2 test, microphone 2 test.
That's all I want them to go. They're gonna race. They're gonna race again in the world and stuff like that. That's what everybody. It's not the same as the Olympics. We got to a one goal. Is that for the goal or? Everybody can be it. Wait for that. Good weight. Good. Be like that. You can't beat nobody. It's the way we raise our kids.
Welcome to Poker House Fort Worth live here on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in to DJ's Game. Reese here in the commentary booth for most of the evening. And I've got Smokey here. Smokey, are you patched in yet?
I am here. Is my mic working?
It is. Here we have the top of the hour horse race. This is one of the promotions we have going on here at Poker House Fort Worth. At the top of every hour, we do a flip or a jackpot, full house qualifier. Doesn't look like anyone has it this time. No kings I see anywhere. But any of our cash games here at Poker House Fort Worth, top of the hour, every hour, we do a horse race or a flip, as you might call it. And if you get a full house or better, you win the jackpots. We've already given it away twice today. We had a full house earlier and a quad. I think the hour after that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's they definitely do a hit. So an easy way to get some extra cash just for playing here at Poker House Fort Worth. Once again, thanks for tuning in to DJ's Game. This is a $1 or $2 no limit hold'em game with a $300 max buy-in. We have it every Wednesday here at 7 p.m. here at Poker House Fort Worth. You can sign up for this game on Poker Atlas or any time during the week here at Poker House Fort Worth.
You're a little, I don't know if I'm coming across clean. You're a little muffled.
A little muffled.
It's not clear.
You can manage this first bomb pot here while I check that out.
All right, sounds good. Well, okay, so $5 bomb pot here. I think is what we're starting with in DJ's Game. Everybody's getting 4 cards. We're playing high only in the bomb pots. 2 boards. I think everybody knows the business. It's probably going to be every dealer change or maybe every half hour tonight on the stream. A lot of spades in this one. All right, we got Mr. Mac. We got Robert tonight. Philip, of course. Oh, DJ. DJ's bringing it with the attire tonight. Wow. Okay, I don't know. There's 7 of the 13 spades. 6 of them. Hard to see. 6 of the 13 spades on the board. We're going so fast, I can't tell what anybody's got here. So we're just going to have to wait, see who wins this, see who they ship it to. I just want to get a better view of DJ's outfit.
All right, I am back here. Everything seems to be good on stream. It might be just be mine and yours connection from each other, to be honest. Does that sound any different to you?
It sounds about the same, but it's not world ending. This one went check all the way through, so don't really know what anybody has. Just waiting for them to ship the pot to someone. I see somebody's got a 7. So there's 3 of a kind. There's a set of aces on the top.
Set of aces, I see. Yeah, not much action. Nobody has spades.
No spades.
Both of them.
All on the board. Yeah. 4-6. That's a straight.
I feel like we're redoing the Omaha Congress game last night.
Yeah, it's giving me nightmares. Got a good lineup. You see a lot of. Wait till you see. I guess you were there, so you've seen DJ's outfit. But
yeah, he's kind of hard to miss. I saw him from across the parking lot.
Yeah, I don't know what he wore that for. I don't know how he's going to one up that outfit next week. I'm going to be interested to see. It's going to be worth tuning in every week just to get a look at that outfit at this point. I don't know if we have anybody joined us yet. Let me post this link to some of the pages and see if I can get some people to jump on, watch us. Give me just a second here.
Yeah, I've got the chat rooms here. Quite a few people watching on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're here rooting on. We've got some familiar faces here on DJ's Game, as usual.
Are they showing up on the Are all the comments enabled?
Yep, there's one right there. Mac's usual fan, Misty.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Of course, Mac in the 9 seat, a staple of DJ's game. Candyman's return player from one of the tournaments, I believe. Lonnie's in Cabo. Must be nice, Lonnie. Philip can raise this up with 7 deuce. They play the 7 deuce game here in DJ's game, Smokey, so that's why you see Philip there raising it to 15 with the 7 deuce.
Yeah, dangerous but fun game. I am sharing this, getting it out into the universe a little bit. Give me just 1 second.
9-7-3. So Candyman's still going to be ahead with the pair of 10s. Mac, gut shot, bottom pair, and Philip, middle pair with the 7 deuce. So a little bit for everyone here. I don't think the 7 deuce is going to get through, though. It's like Candyman, check, and Philip can continue his 7 deuce game, trying to win it down, betting 30. Mac's got the flush draw and the gut shot. He's never going to fold here. Candyman with the overpair going to come along as well.
Are we playing the knit game or just the 7 deuce?
Just the 7 deuce, and the 7 deuce just pulled ahead there. So Philip's plan is still working out as he takes the lead over the pocket 10s of Candyman.
Sick turn. Went from almost last place to first place.
Yeah.
I mean, Mac had a big hand with the draw, and
he bet 70.
I don't think he folds just yet.
Mac doesn't like folding. He does.
I don't think he'll fold here just yet.
Candyman with the overpair. Do you think he can get away from it just yet?
Yeah, with a big continuation bet and a call behind, I think so.
He does not do those.
He elects not. Yeah, we're here to gamble tonight, so let's see what happens.
Looking for a 10 or a heart. Board pairing 9 now, so 7 deuce.
Well, I checked quick.
Looks like it checked all the way around. So 7 deuce not only wins the 7 deuce game, but a monster first pot. So he's
throwing nickels.
And stacking him up, that extra equity there. So pretty lucky there for Philip. Great start.
Yeah, love it when a plan comes together, huh?
Quick $230 profit, and trying to win the 40 from the 7 deuce game. There's Tino, one of Philip's fans there in the chat. Lonnie's been in Cabo for 2 weeks. Again, I'll trade you.
Send us a postcard, Lonnie. 1055 Southwest Wilshire Boulevard, Burleson, Texas. Just so you know, guys, know where we're at.
If you are listening or watching anywhere around the Fort Worth, Burleson area, this game's going to be going a while. There's not much of a waiting list. A couple of people on the waiting list, but definitely outer cash games going on as well. Plenty of poker going on here on this Wednesday night here at Poker House Fort Worth. So feel free to come on in and maybe put your name on here and get on the stream.
I got to get a picture of DJ's closet. I'm just infatuated, or just I don't know if infatuated is the right word. I'm curious about these this wardrobe. He's got a hand here. 2 players with Ace King.
DJ's attire is typically eclectic. 2 Ace Kings and an Ace 6, 3 ways going to a flop of 10, 8, deuce, 2 clubs. So now it's just a matter of aggression. Mac or Clay?
Yeah, in position, of course.
And Mac is the one that initially was the pre-flop raise with his Ace King. Mac just made the call. RDW lets it go. So we're Ace King versus Ace King here. Expect to see both players check here, and they do. 3 of diamonds on the river. And Mac taking the option of aggression here. I love it. You don't see that very often. It's going to work.
Wow, nice play.
Yeah, that rare form of Mac there. He's a player that likes to lay in the weeds, and you see him coming sometimes. Likes to limp with aces, kings. I've seen him do it for weeks and weeks, and So when he does bets like that, they definitely stand out and then get everyone's attention.
Yeah, it's just such a weird thing. If who was that, Clay that he was in the hand with?
Mm-hmm.
If Clay just bets the turn, then Mac goes away. Mac senses the
Yeah.
weakness, picks up the pot. So it's just funny how when you can see the cards, how things play out. But he didn't want to continue telling the story. If he'd have kept telling it, I think he'd have won the hand. But
Yep. It's hard to bet into old Mac though.
yeah, and it's a little easier when you can see the cards. Here's a hand for RDW.
He's a guy that has a pretty wide range, but he doesn't raise it up a whole lot pre-flop. So it definitely can raise some flags with a $15 pre-flop raise. Clay sharing one of his jacks. Ace Queen for Candyman.
I'm getting some lag. Is it just my internet, or you seeing it clear?
I'm pretty clear right now. 10-4 deuce.
Give me a second.
RDW continue the aggression. Yeah, sure.
Connection.
RDW going to bet 51 here. And Clay's going to make the call with the two overcards. Feels like he might have still be a little stinging from that Mac bet. But RDW has no reason to stop here. He's going to keep betting his pocket jacks. And Clay's finally going to let this one go. So RDW, with a haircut just like mine, puts up a pretty good pot there with pocket jacks. And once again, quite a few people watching on Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate you tuning in to watch DJ's game. The Wednesday night $1, $2 no limit hold'em, $300 max buy-in.
Can you hear me? There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't hear me because I was. But I asked if Miss Martha polished that haircut up.
Yeah, he's fresh cut here with the 7 deuce, trying to win the 7 deuce game.
Oh, we got Super Cat. Did she just join us? I haven't noticed her.
Yeah, she didn't play the last time, but she was there for the bomb pot.
Okay.
Clay is tired of messing around. He's going to 3-bet this one here to 35. He floated the last hand. RDW, he's going to continue to play the 7 deuce. I love it.
Clay, ace queen, 2 hands in a row. Ace king, ace queen, ace queen.
Yeah. And unfortunately, all not going his way.
Yeah.
So 4 ways to a flop. 9, 5, deuce, all spades. Could get interesting here. RDW with the 7 deuce not only has the best of it, but no, I'm sorry, P-Dub's got middle pair, but he's not going to. Oh, he is going to come along as well, and so does Clay. So people are getting married to these hands.
Yeah, I don't think he bet enough. He was a 25. He's gonna have to bet 100 here if he wants to pick this hand up.
Yeah, he's only bet a quarter that time as well. P-Dub thinking about it still. Does make the call. Clay's coming along as well, looking for an ace or a queen or a spade to take this one away. There's the spade. So Clay, and it's a good spade for him. Only one more spade beats him.
Wow.
Now he's shove it. So Clay's got a tough spot, actually. He does make the call, though, snaps it. So Clay going to get back everything that he did lose, chasing with the big cards in previous hands. I'm going to cash in on this one here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's one street too late for that move, but
I admire the effort, though.
Yeah, he got snap called by the second nuts. And again, that's what I said when we started the stream, is that game can get you in trouble. And it just stacked. Almost stacked RDW. He's left a few chips, but he definitely gave most of his money away playing because of that 7 deuce game. You know.
It's definitely something you can try, but you got to know when to.
Man, I hope I'm seeing this wrong. Look, I actually had a box card in there, but yeah, I don't know if you've seen SEPT Poker. He's kind of a TikTok guy, or he has the videos. Yeah. He has a lot of stuff about that, about playing the 7 deuce game, and it's pretty hilarious. Like, it's so spot on the way players are thinking. Oh, this is going to be funny, and I'll get them off the hand, and they're going to fold if I go all in. I mean, he almost
said he's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Is that true?
That he lives here?
Or he's around here, or lives here? Or
I actually think he's from like the Midwest somewhere. I thought, but he was in Austin. I know at the big card club down there, and they had him on a stream down there. But I'm not sure about the Dallas.
Mac with ace queen decides just to call the $2. That's his typical fashion. Like I said, he's likes to play it slow and low. You never know, he could be limping in with pocket aces.
Yeah, he's a pot control guy for sure. I like P-Dub's hand here. Let's see what happens. The old 10-8 of clubs. That's a good hand, a good flop for him.
Flop through at 10-8.
Middle pair for Candyman. Get a little bit of money in here.
P-Dub going to bet into his flush draw here, and I like the bet. Definitely let you know where you are at. Mac's going to call with the gut shot Broadway. Candyman going to stick around as well. There is the flush draw for P-Dub. Let's see if he stays on it here. Imagine a reverse stop and go. That would have been amazing. But with these guys, you might as well just pile in the money, because if Mac's going to call you, he's going to call you, as with Candyman, because Candyman likes not to call at 31. I thought he might come along with the ace of clubs there.
He had the ace of club in his hand?
Yeah.
And the jack, or he had the queen?
He had the jack.
Oh, wow.
Mac had the black ace queen suited.
That's right. That's a pretty tight fold there. You got middle pair and nut
flush draw.
Yeah, wow. And you already called it a flop bet.
Yeah, he's already lost half his stack, though, between the bomb pot and that other hand. So
yeah, little gun shot maybe.
Trying to look for the little better equity.
Got a straddle here, looks like.
Yep. And then a triple straddle.
Oh, and then maybe looks like a triple and then a quadruple.
Yeah.
20 down here.
There's 20 down there at a Mac.
Yeah. And Robert didn't elect to put the 40 in, but
a little early for that. Ace 6 offsuit into the muck. Candyman not finding anything. Philip on the button with ace 5 offsuit. Lets that one go as well. RDW with pocket sixes. He's stacking some chips to raise this up, Smokey.
He probably going to shove it in. He doesn't have. He must have reloaded. He's got $350. Yeah. Okay. I thought
all
he had
here,
60.
All here going to squeeze with the ace king, and exactly what it should do every time. And it's Dealer Paul, for anybody that doesn't know, invited by DJ to play in his game tonight. Sit on the other side of the table once in a while.
Is Super Cat just tanking, or are we counting this down? She's getting some airtime with the 3-4.
Yeah, getting some screen time there. That's okay.
I love the tats. I've played with her before. She's funny.
Oh yeah,
she's real funny.
Great poker player.
Yeah.
See if Mac wakes up with anything in the quadruple straddle. 10-3. That's enough to call calls all in with.
What are we doing here? Is he serious?
Yeah, he's just having fun.
Okay.
And here RBW with the best of it's going
to. Mac, you're killing me. He just limped in with ace queen and then just called off with 10-3. Let's go 3-3 on the flop.
RBW thinking about it here.
Yeah, it's a tough spot for him. You got to call it. You got an all in and a call, and you're going to go in with 36.
You can move some chips around here early.
Yeah, RDW's actually ahead. What a call. Okay.
We'll count down. Paul has the shortest stack here. I believe going to be the one all in. And then a small side pot between Mac and RDW. Got a little early register there on this flop. If that is the flop, then we're going to see P-Dub take a massive lead on this hand. again with RF Poker. Just like all the live streams, we are 15 minutes in the past.
We showed the turn for some reason.
Well, the graphics are trying to be. Oh, they're going to run it twice.
Okay.
That's what the graphics guy was doing.
Wow, ace king on that one.
Pocket 6 is still holding here.
Oh,
for 6 though. So yeah, so PW and RDW going to chop up Mac's money there.
Yeah, Mac was just angry at that money. I think he didn't like that, so he was angry.
He wanted to get some new money in there.
Yeah, he was mad at that money. So let's get another stack for Mac, and RDW get some of his money back. That's not Mattress Mac, is it?
No, that'd be nice if it was.
You know who I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is he Houston or Austin?
Houston,
isn't it? Because he's a big Astros fan.
Yeah, he bets on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember what the amounts he was betting, and they were in the World Series a couple of years back. $1 million on a single game, if my memory serves me. I like the dealer's hair, repping the poker house colors there.
Yeah, it's Jenny there.
All right, well, that was a big hand. Mac down to $0. He will be adding on, I assure you. Probably for the max. What's the max? The 300, correct?
300 max, yep. And that's going to get PW back into the black. He had lost quite a bit on a couple of the previous hands, so it's going to put him back over at 300. Philip still sitting with the big stack with his 7-deuce rundown.
Yeah, no real big winners or losers yet, but at this pace, it's not going to take long.
Well, they're definitely shipping chips early, setting the tone for the stream, maybe. Notice nobody's straddling this time.
Yeah, that's right. That's what started all that, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he had 10% of his stack in the middle, but
yeah,
he just gambling.
It looks like they do have a $5 straddle on. It looks like everybody's calling it 5.
I think it was 10-7 or 10-3. When I played last time on the Peak stream that I called an all-in with and spiked the 7 and took a guy out. I was up, literally winning, and wasn't trying to take all the money off the table, so I was trying to donate some back and knocked another guy out.
That happened.
Yeah.
Not much here. Super Cat and Candyman both picking up the open and straight draw here on return.
Somebody bet, and they're going to win.
4 of clubs, brick on the river. Who wants to stab?
DJ with the check mark. Oh, he may call for 5. What was that, a $5 bet? $10
bet. DJ is 100% going to look him up. With that 4 on the river is in DJ's wheelhouse.
I think his 4 high was even good without the pair. 6-4, 6-3.
Speaking of that, like we were talking about at the beginning of the stream, the top of the hour horse races, I had a quad win just a couple hours ago. The guy had Queen Trey. Now you have to play 2 cards in order to win the jackpot.
Yeah.
And there were 3 queens on the board with 2 deuces. So his Trey actually played.
Wow. So there was a full off on the board, but he had quads with the 4 kicker.
With the 3 kickers. So it can happen.
What did he win? Was that the 250 for the day?
That was the second one, so it was just 100. But it's a free $100 bill for him. But yeah, so the Queen 3 and the 3 actually played in the only way it mathematically can.
Do we have another game? Do we have another game on the main floor, or is this? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So are we just doing a random seat drawing, a random table drawing to see which table gets to play for it?
No, they all cash tables do a horse race.
Oh, all cash tables. That's right. Yep. Okay, so we'll get to see it again here in 15 minutes or so.
Yep. And we'll actually see it in about 30.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Around a 15-minute delay. Yeah. Lots of ways to this flop here. DJ can bet out 20 on his flush draw. Philip's the only one left to get through. Middle pair good enough to come along for 20. Deuce of clubs on the turn. No help to either player to see if DJ keeps up the heat. Philip could get away from this if DJ puts in a pretty significant bet here. And he does, and that's exactly what happens. So aggression paying off for DJ there. Yeah, we do have some outer tables going. They were looking at getting close to open up a second cash game. No tournaments on Wednesday nights here at Poker. This is the only night we take off from not having tournaments. But still plenty of cash game action to be had. If you're watching or listening nearby, come see us. Get on the list for this live stream. You never know, someone may bust out and decide to call it good, call it an evening, and go to the list. Find yourself on stream.
Football starts back this week with preseason games, so super excited about that. I don't know if you guys watch football, but we have some inches of TV at Poker House Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I don't know how many 82-inch TVs we have in there, but football season is going to be great this year.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a great place to watch football games. We'll see what all we can put on all of the screens.
Yeah, it starts back this weekend. It's crazy. It's already back. Preseason, but yeah. Mac here with Queen 3, a little better than 10-3 or whatever it was. Oh, no, 10-3 would have been better.
Robert testing where he's at to see if Mac has the ace or not, betting 50 out. I don't think Mac's going to call us down, so good continuation there by Robert just to test and see if his jacks were still good. So did your Eagles make any off-season moves? Are they going to be?
Oh yeah, they're Super Bowl. I'm going to sound like a Cowboys fan here, but they're definitely Super Bowl bound. I think they're going to make a good run. They got Saquon Barkley from the Giants. Jalen Hurts is healthy. Picked up like the two best defensive backs in the draft. Our D linemen are a year older and more seasoned. We got C.J. Gardner-Johnson back, the safety, who led the interception 2 years ago when he was with us. So I think they got a chance.
Kelsey was the only one y'all lost, wasn't
it? Yeah, we lost Kelsey, unfortunately. But we got Cam Jurgens, who he basically handpicked, and everybody's saying it's kind of the next Kelsey. So those are big shoes to fill, but we'll see.
Yeah, Supercat lost a pretty big hand during the ladies' stream on Sunday, and I told her it was because she had a Philadelphia Eagles water bottle there on the table.
Yeah, that's why when I told you I played with her, that's how we started conversating. I was just in there playing, minding my business, watching what was going on, and she sat down next to me with an Eagles attire on, and we started chatting. And yeah, she's a big Eagles fan. I was going to say about her earlier is that it's really funny. Her husband comes in and plays, and I guess I can say this freely, but maybe one of the worst players or inexperienced players that we have in the area. And he won't hide it. He'll tell you straight up. And she just sitting there just glaring at him like, what are you doing? You know, it's so funny. It's hilarious. He's funny too. He's a good guy.
So RDW in the lead here with the jacks open-ended. Philip open-ended as well with the diamond draw. I don't think he's going to go anywhere on this bet. RDW put him to the test for 50, but I don't see him making the fold. He does go ahead and come along as well. So need a diamond on the river, does not get it. So
he had an ace for a gutter ball too, but
yeah, RDW going to take that one down with a pair of jacks. But definitely a decent pot there, but both players having pretty good equity.
How many viewers do we have now?
Almost a couple dozen across the platforms. Can't really tell which ones are on which platforms. We probably could.
We have just a couple watching on Facebook, and then on YouTube we got a few. Let me see. YouTube and Facebook's the only place we're streaming it right now. Is that right?
Yep.
We
But
got
I can
those.
see the chat. So shout out in the chat where you're watching us from, who you're rooting on here in DJ's game. We had a few people rooting on the dealer last week. Nothing wrong with that.
What did I do here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Looks like our feed might have frozen up here.
Okay, well.
Yep, he's putting that back on now. So while we're waiting on that, why don't we talk about the $20,000 free roll that's coming up on October 12th? We had that qualifier last weekend. 12 people punched their tickets into the $20,000 free roll championship. That's a pretty big deal. There's only 2 shots left in that. September 7th, which is exactly a month from today, you're stacking the chips right now here in August for that qualifier. You get chips for your tournament play, your cash game play. You get every entry, every add-on, every rebuy in the tournaments. High hands during the tournaments. First 9 players registered get chips as well for that September 7th tournament. And then, of course, our cash game play. You get 500 chips per hour as you played in August. And then we have high hands, first 9 players daily. And, of course, anybody and everybody who's a member of Poker House of Fort Worth gets that base 5,000 chips to at least give that a shot on September 7th. And it's only a $25 entry fee, Smokey.
Yeah, I was going to say, for sure, don't forget that anybody that's a member or wants to become a member can walk in that day of the qualifier and just play in the qualifier. You have to make it to the actual free roll. Once you're in the free roll, there is no other way. You know, I know free rolls always aren't free. This is once you're in, it's a true free roll. Nobody else can get in, only the qualifiers. So once you're in, there's no rebuys, no add-ons. Nobody can buy, mega stacks at the break, nothing like that. The only way to get in is through these 3 qualifiers. So it's a pretty unique deal. And on pace right now to really only have about 40, maybe 50 players playing for this $20,000. So
yeah, you definitely want to get in on these qualifiers. Like I said, there's only 2 left. The next one's exactly 1 month from now, September 7th. And then the last one is on October 5th. So you can, like I said, get into that $20,000 free roll tournament. And I'm probably guessing we're going to have about 50 to 55 players. I think as these qualifiers get less and less, kind of the first one, people kind of feeling it out. I think we're going to have more attendees for this second and third as people start realizing, the value of getting in on this tournament for only $25. And one of the qualifiers on August 3rd, he only had 7,500 in chips, Smokey.
He
didn't get much chance to come play at Poker House Fort Worth in the month of July. So that 5,000 chips, you can spin it right up and get in that top 15% just for that $25. So it's totally worth giving it a shot. One other thing that I want to talk about is our brand new guaranteed free roll bomb pot tournament. It's a $1,500 guarantee. It shows on this graphic here that it's Sunday at 7, but we've actually modified this one to where it's going to be on Sunday and Friday. So we're just a couple of days away from this free roll tournament with the bomb pots. I'm really excited to see the turnout we have on Friday night for that. And some of the blinds have been adjusted. Some of the bomb pot amounts have been adjusted as we kind of feel this tournament out. But we had really great attendance, really great feedback. And like I said, the prize pool was well over $2,000 on Sunday. So have you ever played in a bomb pot tournament, Smokey?
Yeah, I played in a straight bomb pot tournament, and I just want to let everybody know it is. We're saying bomb pot tournament. It's still a no limit hold'em tournament with bomb pots at the end of each round.
Right.
So majority is hold'em still. I've played in a true bomb pot tournament where it's bomb pots only. I've never played where we do it just at the end of the round or dealer change or whatever. I've never played in that, but straight bomb pot tournament before.
Yeah, it's at the beginning of each level you do a bomb pot, and the blinds are for the ante for the bomb pot is in accordance of kind of around what the blinds are. We tried doing the big blind, but doesn't quite work in later levels, so we're going to make some adjustments on that. And also, you'll see there on the screen where it says 15-minute levels. We've actually moved that to 25-minute levels. So big levels on this tournament to kind of accommodate for those bomb pots that can take, a bomb pot can take 10 minutes by itself.
Yep.
He can get a lot of action in the bomb pots. So that's one of the feedbacks that we've got from players. We enjoy listening to the players and getting their feedback, and that was one of them. Let's see, I got a couple more here that I'm going to talk about.
You sound like you're underwater again. Maybe it's just me again, but
that may
there you go.
But this is the big one that people are starting to talk about. Summer Jam 2. I could have come up with a better name for it, I guess, Smokey, but it is an identical tournament. So Summer Jam 2 fits, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The tournament we ran in June that we had such fantastic success with in coordination with Poker House Fort Worth and Poker House Peaks. We're doing it again. August 20th, just less than 2 weeks away from Flight A into this $50,000 guaranteed tournament with only a $65 buy-in. It's great value, great tournament. Like I said, we had a massive, I believe the prize pool was a little over 70, wasn't it? Smokey, almost 70?
70, right at 70,000, I believe.
Yeah, and we had, I know we had about 1,200 entries. Your best 2 bags carry forward, and you have the $500 triple bag bonus. I think we had, I feel like 3 players between the 2 locations had the triple bag bonus last time. And it's a fantastic value for only a $65 entry fee to have such a great triple bag. And so we have 8 flights for you to try to be able to do that. So it's going to be hopefully a good turnout, just like we had back in June. So the Summer Jam in June, we're doing it again. The Summer Jam 2, $50,000 guaranteed tournament. And all going to be starting in less than 2 weeks, August 20th, a Tuesday. They have the poker stream backup, Smokey, but it's going to be just a little bit before we catch up to the delay. They had to reset the delay on that, so we got a few minutes before we get back on that. But that gives us one more a little bit of opportunity here to talk about one of the other new things we have here at Poker House Fort Worth is our Congress tournament. You were part of that stream last night. What did you think of that tournament, Smokey?
Oh, yeah, what a fun tournament. Big O, Congress, whatever you want to call it, 5-card, high-low, PLO, basically is what it is. And I don't want to say I don't want to take away from it, but it's kind of an entry-level tournament. It's Congress and Big O. If you've ever played in a cash game, you've got to spend an arm and a leg to really learn the game when you take your lumps. This way, it's a $65 tournament. You can, whether you've been playing it for years or you're a beginner to the game, either way, it's a ton of fun. And you're not risking, an entire bankroll to play a game with so much variance. So what a great, fun tournament. A lot of money to be had, though. I mean, there's $1,000 guaranteed on this tournament. It only costs you $65 to get in. There's a big add-on at the break. You need a lot of chips to play this thing. So essentially, for less than $200, you're going to play in a big guaranteed Congress tournament, and we're streaming it. So I think it's awesome. I think everybody needs to come out and play in it, and I expect it to grow bigger and bigger each week.
Yeah, we had, I think, first place. They ended up doing an ICM chop. Before they did the ICM chop, first place was a little over $800 last night. Pretty good ROI for the $65 entry. And it plays right into how the month of August here at Poker House Fort Worth is Congress month. We have 0 access fee Congress tables. So Congress cash games here at Poker House Fort Worth, no hourly rate. That means all you need is a membership to come play Congress here at Poker House Fort Worth, and that's 7 days a week for the entire month of August. If you like playing Congress, there's no reason not to play it at Poker House Fort Worth, free of charge for the month of August. It's a pretty big deal, and I expect that more and more people are finding out about this and looking at our lists and giving us a call and seeing if we get a Congress game together. And I tell them, just if they'd all come up here, we'd have one. Everybody checking in. But seeing if we have one, but they will start figuring it out and funneling in, and I expect us to have pretty much a table of Congress every day of the week here really quickly. Zero access fees. And that's you just can't beat that.
Yeah, what a savings, especially for guys that put in 40 or 50 hours a week. I mean, they're essentially guys that, especially guys that are grinding, they're essentially getting a pay raise by playing at Poker House, at least for the rest of this month. So can't beat free. The best things in life are free.
Nothing wrong with that. Looks like we have about 7 more minutes before we get that stream back up and going. Like I said, with most of our live stream, or all live streams, like most of the places, run a 15-minute delay, and it had a quick restart on the stream, so we get to sit here and fill that gap till that pops back up. Let me show you this cast of characters here, Smokey.
Yeah.
Those are the qualifiers from last Saturday, August 3rd qualifier. We had 12 people getting the top 15%.
Who's the poor guy in the back left?
I don't remember his name. I have to look, but I think he was a little camera shy.
Okay.
And but yeah, those are the people. Of course, you see T Rock there on the far right. He's the one that you posted about having 150 tournaments played here at Poker House Fort Worth.
He's probably at 160 by now, I'm sure.
Yeah, he plays every day here at Poker House Fort Worth. We love seeing him come through the door. Great guy, big tournament player here at Poker House Fort Worth. And this is the ones he plays in every single day, the $500 guaranteed lunchtime free roll. So if you're off of work for the day or have nothing going on, around lunchtime every day here at Poker House Fort Worth, we have a $500 guaranteed lunchtime free roll. And those prize pools have been getting up there. It's kind of grown more and more and more. I wonder, just what these people do for a living that they can just go play in these.
They're retired.
Rolls. Yeah, a lot of them are retired, but yeah. So every day, 12 o'clock here at Poker House Fort Worth, the $500 guaranteed lunchtime free roll should have about 5 more minutes for us to be back live with DJ's game. So we're going to take a real quick break. I want to make sure that that's coming back up and everything is good to go on to that. So we'll see you guys back here in about 5 minutes.
We finally back.
We should be back.
Awesome.
It looks like we are good to go. You heard me just fine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fantastic. Thanks everybody sticking with us through that. Instead of having a little bit of internet issues today, beyond our control, and we have to have that 15-minute delay. RDW making a big bet here. We'll see if Supercat likes her ace wanted to continue. She does. RDW likes to bring the pressure and see if Supercat has any fear here to continue. He's going to keep it going too. A big bet here. It's hard to call with ace 8 right here, Smokey.
Yeah, it's turning into a hand. Definitely max pressure.
Yep, and looks like it's going to be enough. She does lay it down, so big betting there. Oh, did he show her? I think he showed her. That is going to stick in her memory for the night. We once again want to welcome everyone for tuning in, sticking through us on that slight delay. This is the Wednesday night 7 p.m. DJ's game. $1, $2 no limit hold'em, $300 max buy-in. It's a great game we have every week here at Poker House Fort Worth. A few new faces, a few old faces. Oh, P-Dub's got the 7 deuce. He's just going to call. He's going to try to spring it later. And so we've got about 7 ways to a flop, roughly, maybe 8.
Everybody's here to gamble.
For ace 10, not much room here for P-Dub to play that 7 deuce game unless he wants to bluff everyone off of this one. But nobody has any aces, so it may work. And that's what he's doing. Puts that bet out there. How much did he bet here? He bet 15. And the 7 deuce game might work here.
It's looking like it's going to, for sure.
Oh, Robert's going to look him up with his gut shot wheel draw. 7 on the turn. Can P-Dub keep it up? Come on, P-Dub. Oh, he's reaching for more. There's 35. It's going to work, even though it's a double gutter now for Robert. Robert can get there with a 6 or a deuce. Does he peel off one more for 40? He does not, so the 7 deuce game gets home. Oh, no, the graphics are off here. DJ's still in here. He lets it go. Okay. So now you can show everybody there, P-Dub. I got him throwing the $5 chips at him. Extra $40 worth of equity there for winning with the 7 deuce game. And he didn't even raise it pre-flop, Smokey. He just limped in with the 7 deuce and shot for the moon and got through.
Yeah. Easy money.
Of course, P-Dub there is dealer Paul here at Poker House Fort Worth. Everybody knows Paul, the dealer. Great dealer. We've got Kahuna in the box right now as well. You remember, have you met Kahuna yet?
Let me see him and I'll tell you.
Supercat going to raise this one up here. 15.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. He was actually with us in the very beginning, and then he had some other things pop up, and then I think he came back.
Yep. He came back last week here to Poker House Fort Worth. Good dealer, nice guy. Lots of people know him. 4 ways to a flop, and Supercat was the aggressor on this hand pre-flop with the Jack-8 of spades. Flop's about as good as you can ask for almost with a Jack-high flop, backdoor spade draw. See if she keeps up the aggression here. She's going to bet 30 into 66 here. Mac with bottom pair who can get sticky. Looks like he wants to peel off another card here. Let's see if Supercat can continue the aggression against Mac. 7 on the turn. Gives Supercat a gut shot now. Actually, a double gutter. She can,
not a bad card for her hand. So
hit 6 or a 10. He just doesn't care. So she needs to dodge a 5 or a deuce. Oh, now that's going to lock her in. She's never going to fold now. But she did check it over to him, so let's see if he applies pressure to her. No, he doesn't. He just checks it back. So Supercat going to pick up a nice pot there. Good for her.
I wonder if she was going to go for a check raise, or if she just was happy with her hand at that point.
Yeah, I think she might have been just happy. She's only got an 8 kicker, and Mac could have anything.
Yeah.
Ace Jack to pocket queens, kings, or pocket aces when it comes to Mac. You never quite know where that gentleman's at.
Yeah, if you think you're ahead on the turn, you got to think you're ahead on the river.
Yeah, but no, I don't mind the check down. A lot of things still that he can.
It didn't matter. She doesn't get any value either way. She didn't lose any money. It's just interesting. Yeah. I was just trying to figure out what her line was.
Hand number 23 here on this live stream. We're about should be just a few minutes away from our top of the hour flip horse race. What do we want to call it? No, we call it horse races, but everybody here in DFW calls them flips.
Yeah,
that was another new one on me. I call Congress Big O, and they all call Congress here. So hourly flips, whatever you want to call them, for the progressive jackpot. It goes up every day, $250. But it's been hit almost every single day, so it's pretty much only been $250. But once it does get hit, it still continues on throughout the day for just a crisp, fresh $100 bill. So these guys will still do the flip.
Let's do something for our chatters, those that are loyally watching us. I'm going to be generous, and we're going to go hand 25. So it's not the next hand, but we're on 22, so we got a couple of hands. I want to see if somebody can get the amount of the hand within $5. I'm willing to give them $100.
Oh, so wow.
Get their guess in now. Got to be within $5.
Within $5 of hand number 25's pot. So
yep.
Open the chat window and put it in there, because it's going to be not the next one, but the hand after that. Supercat betting that one. They're picking up an additional pot back to back there. So not this coming up hand, but the next one. So get your votes, get your amounts in quick. You can get it within $5. Like I said, he'd give you a $100 bill here at Poker House Fort Worth.
We gotta see something blow up in the chat here. I'm tired of it just sitting there. Somebody gotta say something. $100.
We got quite a few viewers.
I know. There's $100 on the line. I still don't see anything. I'm on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I mean, this is hand. What hand is this? 24.
So it's not this one, but the next one. You got to be within $5 of the winning pot whenever the hand ends.
I'm gonna cry if nobody guesses. There we go. $121. We'll take it. That's one. All right. And now define pot. If somebody bets on the river and that bet is not called, that bet is not part of the pot. Correct? That's the way we play it.
Well, because the computer puts it in there, so it's hard to say it without it. In other words, as soon as someone makes a bet of it on the river, it gets typed into the computer. So like right now, it's going up with every call. So it's what it says on screen, what the pot says on screen.
Okay, so whatever it says on the screen is what we're going with. So that if somebody doesn't call it, it still counts as long as it's in there. All right, so we got a 70 and we got 121.
All you're trying to be within $5 of the next hand. So open up your chat window, type it in. What you think the pot is going to be when the hand is over.
There you go, Frank.
Last bets or anything. There's a 95.
Frank's guessing 95, 70, 121. All right, we got to. I'm going to give them until the first person acts. So as soon as the first person acts in the hand, I'm cutting it off. So as soon as the UTG acts, it's over. We got 3 guesses. There we go. 4, Jeff A, 88.
Mac with his bottom set here, still betting this one out. No, actually, DJ is the one betting into Mac at the bottom set here. So DJ, I think, is drawing dead on this hand, unfortunately for him. And he's going to check it over to Mac. And Mac, he's going to put out one more bet of $25 here. And DJ, kind of hard to continue, but he likes to see, but he doesn't want to see this one. So Mac shows him the bottom set of 6s on that flop.
There's Tina. She jumped on at 105.
This is the hand, guys.
Is she on break?
Tina's actually not working tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair. We got that. Now we got a few more. We got 158, 105.
We got a few more seconds to get your guesses in. We're going for within $5 of what the computer says the pot is, and the hand is over.
So I might lose $100.
You got 6 guesses in. Dealer's putting out the cards now. You better type it in quick.
Yeah, as soon as T-Dub acts, then I'm cutting it off. So we got 158 is the last one that I see so far.
I've got both of them watching here.
All right, he folded. Oh, wait. You still got a second.
The cards, and that's it. Okay, so we have 6 guesses.
Let's see what happens here. Good luck, guys. $100 bill or 100 ones or 25s or 520s, however you want it. We got it. Chips, we'll give it to you in chips. 20 red chips, 4 greens.
We have an active pot here, so it's not much. But it looks like we've got 3 players in this pot. 7, 9 Trey. Is there any action to build this one up? We've got a 7 for DJ, and that's about it. So we have a $6 pot. Let's check around. So
the smallest pot of the night. The 70 might have a shot at it. Depending. Well,
could have a
$30. Don't tell me it's going to check around and there's going to be a
$6.
Oh, that's hilarious! I'm sorry, guys. That's just.
I'd have to run that one back, and
I'm not even on site, so yeah, we'll have to fix what to do something else later. Stick with us. I'm going to try to give something away tonight. I assure you. Yeah, Frank, that's LOL for sure. That was strange. I put a curse on that hand.
Might be the smallest pot in the history of DJ's game.
I was going to pull the Bob Barker and say $1, and I guess I would have got there. Yeah.
I think that was the smallest pot in DJ's game history. When there's $100 cash up the
I thought everybody was shooting low, honestly. I thought it was going to be, 70.
That's pretty good pots.
Yeah, that's great pots.
Really.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Clay Adams gets a pat on the back because he was the closest. He didn't win, but he was the closest. 70. Tina said they were all close. Being facetious, but
looks like Super Cat is on a $5 straddle under the gun.
She tried to get it going again, but they didn't follow suit this time. No triple.
Holding all the way around the table. Philip 8-7 offsuit, good enough to see a flop with. DJ is going to probably complete in the small blind, 10-8 suited. P-Dub looking down at 9-6 offsuit, calling the 5, and Super Cat checks her straddle option for 4 ways to this flop. 7 King Jack, all spades. Philip with the only spade in the table. going in 8. Got a gut shot here for DJ. Oh no, P-Dub's got a spade. It's a 6. Looks like Philip's going to bet his pair for 10. DJ's going to come along with the gut shot, 7 on the turn. I'm going to give Philip trips, so you're going to see him bet this one. You know, he checked it. He slow played it there. And the last spade does come through, so that's going to ruin his chances for that 7. I think that's a snap fold there by DJ as Philip bets out 10 there on the roost. So he was trying to set the trap there with the trip 7s. With that spade, it kind of ruined the party a little bit. If DJ would have come back over the top of that, Philip might have let that one go.
Well, did we, I guess in that delay or the technical difficulty we were having, I guess we missed the flip, didn't we?
You may be seeing it now.
Yeah,
No,
because it's 8:20.
we're at 8:20, so they might have had a late push on the table. And if that's the case, John may be doing the flip here. Otherwise, we may have missed it. Yeah, they're talking about the horse race right now, so we may get to witness it here. So, yep, here we go. So, any full house, and since the jackpot was already hit today, it's reset back to $100. So, these players, if anyone can make a full house or better, they get a $100 bill. Ignore the readers. They don't always work on this one here. 5, 5, 6. I'm not seeing a 5. Everybody does have a 5 or a 6, though. They've hit it. Everybody got 8, 5. Nobody's getting excited, Smokey. It looks like no good here.
I don't hear any cheering in the background.
No. Looks like we have a straight over there, maybe. The high hand still gets to spin the wheel for the chips for the qualifier on September 7th. So even if you don't make a full house qualifier, the winner of the overall flip gets to spin the wheel. So RDW with the Lions share of the chips on the table right now, a little over $800. Of course, he's in it for an extra bullet, but he's still up. He's got the biggest stack, but he's in for 2 of them. Clay, who's been pretty quiet, got chips early, but hasn't had much working since early on. Same with Philip, who did get some chips early with his 7-deuce win. And this is the bomb pot to do on dealer changes here at Poker House Fort Worth. Every player gets 4 cards. Omaha rules, high only. 2 cards must play out of your hand. Any 2 cards for each board. One board wins half the pot, and the other one wins the other half of the pot. Not much going on these boards as they check it around to the turn. Looks like somebody did it bet out here.
Pretty small hand for a bomb pot. Not a whole lot working.
Looks like Mac bet 45 with his 2 pair on the top.
Robert's got nuts on the bottom right now.
You see Robert calling with the 9-5 there.
Oh, he's got the 5-3. He's got the nut straight.
5-3 nut straight to the 6 down there. And so it is going to be heads up. So Mac's got the top board right now with the King 8 2 pair.
Club draw on the bottom.
So that's 6 make Robert is straight as well. No, he doesn't have a 7. So it looks like they are going to chop this one up here unless someone folds for Mac. Betting a monster, and Robert's going to call anyway with that straight there. So Robert's going to be taking the bottom board with the 5-3 straight, and Mac going to be taking the top with the King 8 2 pair. Yep. Mac had a flush draw outs on the bottom. He had some scoop outs on that river.
On to hand 28.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in on this Wednesday night DJ's game. $1, $2 no limit hold'em, $300 max buy-in. We're going to be streaming that bomb pot tournament on Friday night if I can get it put together, Smokey.
Yeah. Say that again.
So we're going to be streaming that bomb pot tournament this coming Friday, day after tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Have a feature table for the tournament, and then final table, of course. So come play in that free roll on Friday night. Maybe find yourself on stream. DJ going to raise this one up with King 10 offsuit. Mac and RDW come along. 6 deuce suited in Mac's hand. A flop of 4 ace 10. Rainbow flop here. DJ's going to be flopping best with his 10. He's going to bet 20 on this one and no takers. So easy game for DJ. Dealer John in the box. Also, one of our pretty skilled mixed games dealers.
RDW getting bored here. Going to call with King 7.
Yeah, his range can be pretty wide.
Uh-oh. Come on, Super Cat. Let's play. 7 deuce game. Oh!
Chickened out of the 7 deuce game.
Perfect hand to squeeze. She can't see this, but what a perfect hand to squeeze right there.
Yeah.
$60 out there. And
no one really have much of anything.
No. She wanted to.
And what a flop if she would have played the 7 deuce, Smokey.
Yeah. She'd have been in the same situation Philip was,
Yeah.
And then you end up with 3 of a kind.
In the 7 deuce game and just having the best hand possible. So Jack on the turn as this is checked around, I believe. No, nobody had Jack. Max has King 8. The only spade out there in case he comes. She'd have had a full house. Cat, if you go back and watch this, don't have hindsight's 2020. 7 deuce is a good fold pre-flop.
Questionable.
Got her smiling. She was smiling too, shaking her head.
You got to take a shot there. You got to put 60 out in there and see what happens. You're going to pick up 30 plus another 40, 70. 60 to win 70. I think you got to try there.
Sitting at the table here to see if she
Right,
tells
but
me.
you know what's going to happen now? She's going to try next time and just get crushed. That's the way it works, right? That's how poker works. So hindsight's 2020. She's explaining herself right now.
I turned it up to hear a little bit to see if she. Yep. Explain yourself now because we're all going to watch it back. We're all going to see it.
Yeah, now I just want to see if the next time she has it, that's the funny
Loses
thing about
$200.
poker. Yeah, you start questioning yourself and you start making the wrong decisions. She's up. She's a winner right now. No sweat. She also saw what it can do to you. Ask RDW what it can do to you.
Oh yeah.
He lost 300 in that one hand.
Yeah. Robert had those pocket jacks, and that's about all he's had to look at today. Candyman finally getting a hand to play. Pocket Queen's going to raise it up, it looks like, to 7. Philip 10-8 suited comes along. RDW Ace 10, well good enough for him to call. DJ 7-6 offsuit. P-Dub 8-5 offsuit. Supercat calling with the King Deuce suited.
Oh, Max squeezing here. He's going all in.
Come on, Mac.
Oh, 75. Close enough.
All these $7 limpers makes it 75 to play. Gotta love it. But unfortunately for him, Candyman loves it as well. Let's see if Candyman just ships it here.
I think he's got to. It looks like he's got 100 and he's got $150.
A little over 150 behind.
You can't just call, I wouldn't think.
$7 is pretty under-repped for Queens too, so you can't think that Mac has a monster here.
No, and especially out of the big blind.
Yeah, especially when Mac's more opts to just call with aces or kings.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a squeeze play. The whole table calls, the big blind rips it. So yeah.
Supercat going to sit here and get some camera time with the King Deuce. Lets it go. So they're going to go heads up, all in. See how many times they want to run this one here. Candyman all in for a 173. So Candyman looking to dodge a lot of clubs or an ace.
Oh no.
Ace on the flop.
10 jack? No.
Nope. It's a queen, only a queen. It doesn't get there. It looks like they only ran it one time. So Candyman was nice and patient until they finally woke up with a real hand, and it did not work out for him.
Queens are the death of me too. They usually get me.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. And Max, other than an under pair, shared a queen, so it was even that much harder for him to beat him. But right on the flop spikes the ace. And Candyman may or may not be reloading. Looks like they're going to the wait list. See if anybody in the field is waiting. Janice was the next one on the list. I wonder if she's still here. You know who Janice is.
Oh, of course.
We got a regular here at Poker House Fort Worth. She crushed it on the lady stream on Sunday. She couldn't miss. Philip, who hasn't had a whole lot to work with, looks down at ace 10 off suit. Looks like he's going to limp in and see what happens here. Mac with the 4 deuce and the small blind offsuit. Robert checking his options. So we're going to go 6 ways to a flop. All players limped in. No one knows where anyone is right now. The problem with limp pot, Smokey, is, I know some people can call with anything, but at least you can try to narrow it down a little bit by raising it up.
Yeah, you can't put anybody on anything. Sometimes he's a hands where you get stacked in, unfortunately. But
Ace, 9, 8, all hearts. No one with a heart. Clay is going to be the one betting this out with his second pair. Philip wanting to call one street with his ace 10. So we're going to be a heads up to a turn. Neither player with a heart. And the fourth heart does come out. So who can tell the best story here? He goes check, check to a river. 10 on the river. That's going to give 2 pair there for Philip. And he's going to go ahead and bet it out. And Clay's going to instantly fold. So some much needed chips there for Philip. He kind of got up early with that 7 deuce and kind of got stuck in the weeds after that. Not much to play for. He's showing DJ with 372 in his stack, but he's showing him down $28, so it looks like he might have added on. RDW looking down at ace king suited under the gun. Let's see what he's going to price this hand at. Oh, he limped in. Interesting.
can
Just
we?
dollars.
Oh, RDW, yeah. I think DJ should have to leave his shirt behind after every game. He's going to need to sign it, leave it behind. We'll auction it off and give it to a charity.
He's definitely got some interesting ones for streams. 9 king queen. So top here for RDW. He's going to bet out pretty strong here. $20 or 20, or maybe bet 25 into 14. Super Cat with 2 pair. Going to make the call pretty quickly too. So he's going to send some red flags there for RDW.
Yeah.
Super Cat raised it up to 75. What a move. And RDW calls.
Yeah, not a good hand for ace king when you get raised here. He probably knows he's beat.
Beat a lot of the time, and he's going to check it over to her. She's going to shove in $268 straight into it. Max pressure here, trying to get him off any straight draws he may have. Of course, we know that he's on the straight draw. Just top. Might be kind of thinking about this one.
I think he gets off of it. And she's played super tight. Super Cat's played super tight, and
did he call?
He shook his head, yes, but no.
Oh, wow. He did look her up, and it's going to not be good. The Queen 9 is going to hold, so Super Cat getting a huge double up for the table stakes for the game. Massive $250 plus call there.
It's a super wet board. I'm surprised RDW didn't get away from it.
Well, he's
what a big hand.
He does get sticky, and that was one situation of it there.
Big hand, nice hand for Super Cat. Now she's now jumped up. She's the big winner, 296 after that hand.
Yeah.
After Ace King wasn't very nice to RDW. I guess he had a lot of chips though. He still got 525 after that hand, so that may have played into the decision a little bit. Still a massive pot. So if Mac would stack P-Dub right now, he would be even. I'll see if I speak. I hope I don't speak that into existence for P-Dub, but just noticing.
I don't know. DJ's wife in the chat saying loves the DJ shirt donation. She wants to clear out his closet a little bit. She knows his eclectic taste. I'd like to see his closet. I need some sunglasses.
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. How many of these shirts does he have? I mean, it looks like he wore his best one today. So how's he gonna up this for next week's? That's the real question. And
And
he's
here
gonna.
he is with pocket aces. So called in 2 spots, Jack 10 and 5-3, trying to run down his pocket aces. 10 at 10-4. He's going to check it, slow play this a little bit. And a good thing because P-Dub's sitting there with trips.
Yeah.
So
Oh, a little
he's
open under for
not
Mac.
very open-ended. So DJ's got pocket aces. He's going to go from first to possibly whereas no, Mac lets it go. So
Okay.
DJ betting dark $11.
Oh, and Mac would have made the straight.
That would have been a crazy hand. He's going to raise it up, and DJ's going to just.
Oh, our
I guess
graphic was way
DJ
wrong.
didn't have pocket aces. He just had ace 9. Okay.
Okay. Then
That
I'm
makes
going
me feel better.
to. I'm assuming Mac didn't have 3-5 then because he calls with 3-5 there. So that's
Yeah.
a small bet. Yeah.
It makes me feel better that DJ didn't play aces quite that poorly.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a weird hand. Every once in a while we get thrown off by the booth, but I think they just make sure we're awake.
Speaking of which, I'm going to run over to the booth real quick. Smokey, you can talk to DJ's wife about how much we want to auction off these shirts. I'll be right back.
He's got to sign it with a Sharpie. All right, here's hand 34. P-Dub's going to start the action off here, not working with much. Little queen 3. Nice win, Paul. Miss Boyd. Oh, look at the character there. I'm not sure. Was that Spider-Man or what is that he's holding? Looks like an evil rabbit. Okay, so we got a lot of players here. Got 12 bucks in the pot. Everybody is limped in. Broadway cards, bingo for somebody here. There's Queen 10, King 5, Ace for Mac. Got a new player here, Aaron. A little bit of everything. Doesn't change anything. Aaron, with the position of the button, is going to try to get everybody convinced that he's got a jack here. I don't know that it's going to work on Mac. Possibly. Mac's kicker is so small. All right, it's only 15, so he's going to look him up here. He's going to need to bet probably 45 or 50 to tell the story here on the river. Check, and that's no good. Mac happy to get the showdown with his little ace. And, well, I guess he has 2 pair with the queen kicker there. Mac's climbing himself out of a hole, down only 164 bucks now, so he's getting it back little by little. Super Cat, the big winner, $296. A lot of just passing chips around at this point. A lot of ups and downs, ebbs and flows. For those of y'all that haven't seen this before, this is DJ's game. We stream this every Wednesday. You're going to have to jump on Poker Atlas quick if you want a seat. This thing fills up almost immediately, but it's just a 1-2 game with a max $300 buy-in. Today they're playing the 7-deuce game, I believe, for a nickel, so $5 if from every player if you can win the hand with 7-deuce. There are bomb pots on the dealer change. Just a fun game that's streamed every Wednesday here at Poker House Burleson. We're adding to the stream, as Reese was mentioning earlier. You guys will see some new tournaments being streamed, some new cash games being streamed. It's an exciting time to be a part of Poker House Fort Worth right now. So if you haven't liked and subscribed our channel, please do so now. We'd appreciate it, and it's going to keep you up to date on all of our streams. Making change here before we get to a flop. No monster hands. Little 5-9-3 on the flop. And DJ is going to lead out with middle pair. Max got a double gutter here. 4 or an 8 would make him a straight. He's got 8 outs here, so getting the right odds to call. Scares everybody except for RDW. It gives him the nut flush draw, and now he has top pair, I believe. So he's got the king 10. DJ with the check mark. Going to be tough to call on that run out for DJ. All right, Max picking him off slowly now. He's found his groove, and he's getting closer and closer to even after every hand. 136 now. Getting there, Mac. Keep grinding, buddy. On to hand 36. DJ is going to be the button. P-Dub in the small blind, and I believe that would be Super Cat in the big blind. Okay, we got a straddle and possibly a restraddle. We got a 5, 10, 15. Now, Aaron is going to be technically under the gun. That is a straddle from Robert there, $20 straddle. P-Dub in the small blind with an ace. Almost good enough to raise considering nobody else has entered the pot. All that dead money out there. You don't want to get in trouble. He's not invested but $1, so... Okay, Max got the competition dominated here. Yep. Robert and Clay probably both going to lay this down. And again, Mac going to pick another one up. It is good to be Mac right now. Dealer change, and we are off to the races here. Hand number 37 of DJ's Game live stream, brought to you by Poker House Fort Worth, streamed every Wednesday. Great group of guys. Get on the list. Download Poker Atlas. Call the club. Whatever you got to do to get on this list. It's a great game. Fun game.
And I am back. What I miss?
Oh, not a lot, really. Just really nothing. A couple of hands. And I think Max won probably every hand since you've been gone. They haven't been big hands. We've been picking up 30, 40, 60 bucks here, there, everywhere. And that's about it.
He's got to have a mountain of chips before he ends the stream. That's his normal on every single stream that he plays in. I was talking to DJ saying that we were making a deal with his wife about auctioning off his shirts and clearing them out. He said he understands. Those chips in the middle here, big over bet on the pot here. Clay's betting 35, and DJ said play for all of it.
Did you upset him by talking about his shirts, or what's going on?
Oh, 15-minute delay. I didn't even do this. That conversation hasn't happened yet. And Clay's not instantly folding here. He's really confused by DJ's massive overbet here.
Yeah, it could be a flush draw. It could be a combo draw.
Or it could be 7 deuce. He's going to let it go. DJ says, nope, just a pair of 10s with a 9 kicker. But I just wanted to restack my chips.
It was the best hand, though. It's not like it was a bluff. He was bluffing with the best hand.
He did have the best of it. Super Cat looks like she has the most chips right now. So we have AA Ron.
Yeah, all this fun on this stream all night. We've been playing this stream, and nobody's lost more than $100 yet. Well, I'm sorry, there's been one guy that left, but he can bet the table now.
Yeah.
So, not a bad deal. Just kind of passing chips around at the moment. Killing time, killing time.
Poker is good at that, killing time. It seems like anytime I ever sit down and play, I look down and when I look back up, 3 hours have passed.
Yeah, you want to play a few more hands. I'm crushing them. Then it's 6 hours later, and you gave it all back, and you're walking out asking yourself why you didn't just get up when you said you were going to get up. Isn't that usually how it works?
I've seen many a player that if they just left an hour earlier, they'd have a lot more bankroll.
Yeah, man, that's the gambling though. That's the burning inside of you. That's why it's so fun.
DJ's going to raise it up to 16 and going to get called here in 3 other spots. Some pretty good hands finally out here. A lot of train wreck possibilities here with these holdings.
Yeah, here we go. Finally a big hand. Let's see what happens.
Queen 6-4, 2 hearts. DJ was the pre-flop aggressor. Let's see if he continues it up here. He may get through if he does. People just want to float one more street. That's 15. Going to get Super Cat out of the way. Clay is going to hang in there. Not a good turn cards for Clay, I suppose. Calls the 15. The 5 of spades is not one of those. We'll see if DJ stays on the gas. Clay checks it over to him. DJ checks it back, so it may open the door up here for Clay to take a stab at it. And that's exactly what's going to happen, Smokey.
I don't know if he grabbed enough chips, though.
No, he didn't.
No.
DJ's going to call him with ace king high. Good call by DJ there. Doesn't make much sense for Clay to be there. Doesn't make much sense for Clay to bet there, unfortunately, on that run out here. He got to bring a bigger bullet than that.
Not to keep harping on this shirt, but that shirt, we may want to frame that and put it on the wall. Oh, that may be a better spot for that shirt. Add some color to the room.
It definitely looks like a shirt that I remember from my roller skating days.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that thing would glow, wouldn't it? Yeah, you'd be right.
Those black lights.
Yeah, you'd be the cool kid out there doing the limbo in that thing.
Jenny is giving out hand 39. Oh, yeah.
Do they have roller skating rinks anymore? I mean, I guess I know they do. We go to the one in Abilene sometimes with the family. But
they do somewhere.
Yeah, I actually went to one probably less than a year ago, believe it or not. I forgot about that.
You got to be scared to now for that snap an ankle.
I never was a good skater. I didn't really skate a lot, and I was still not great. But I got out there and just went full speed, wiped out a few times, and it just wasn't too bad.
I can hurt myself on the beach, as you saw, much less on roller skates. Super Cat coming along with the raise. No, she was the one that raised. Looks like maybe Aaron was the one that raised here. Let's take a look here. Oh, no, it was a straddle. That's what it was, I'm guessing.
Here's another hand that could end in disaster for somebody. There's a lot going on here. Oh, yeah, this is a big hand.
6 Jack 10 2 diamonds. Robert's going to have flush draw and a pair. AA Ron open ended. DJ second pair. Ace kicker. Super Cat top pair. King kicker. Robert's going to bet out 40 here. And AA Ron's going to call.
This is the hand we've been waiting on. Wow, now everybody's folding.
I don't blame DJ for folding there. Second pair, no real draws coming out. Super Cat's going to get stuck to this one a little bit with the top pair, king kicker, backdoor flush draw. So 3 left into a pretty sizable pot. 5 of spades on the turn gives Super Cat more outs on this river. Robert's going to keep up the pressure though, betting 100. Great bet. That's definitely going.
Yeah, but Super Cat can't fold. She just picked up a flush draw, so the money's probably going to get in. It may get in right here, honestly.
AA Ron, I mean, you're opening it to the nuts.
Yeah, player behind. He's folding, but I know Super Cat. She's probably just calling. I don't think she's going to rip it. It'd be a great spot to rip it here, though.
No, I mean, I don't know, though. The way she's holding her cards, $100 is I think
she said all in.
She did say all in, yes.
That's a good spot to rip it.
It's a great spot. And Robert's hard pressed here.
Yeah, he's got
to gamble as well. He didn't have enough left behind to really fold.
Yeah, she's way ahead here. She's going to need to get unlucky, or she's going to win a big pot.
He's looking for a 9, 10, or diamond here. See if they're going to run it more than once, maybe. Misty in the chat claiming that Mac and Seat 9 can outskate anybody.
Yeah, I was gonna leave that until we got through this hand because I had a good comment for that, but
I couldn't help but laugh at that. 600, no good. So Cat gonna get another big double up here. She's definitely undefeated on the all ins. So
great play by her. That's obviously the move I was rooting for. I didn't know if she had it in her, and she did. What a great play.
She doesn't call many big bets, but realizing that she just no way she could lay it down. And
you get your opponent stuck in there. Yeah. If she just calls the bet and he bricks the river, she doesn't get near the amount that she just won. So
max value.
Yep.
Misty, I can see him wearing that hat he's got on the roller skating rink too.
That's what I was gonna say. He looks like a guy that have a cigar in his mouth in that hat. Broke card.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons I had to step out there shortly while they replaced one of the cards.
And I'm pretty sure Misty's probably. I'm 100% sure Misty's being serious. I don't think she would say that unless she was being serious.
Oh, like I said, I believe it. I really.
Roller hockey for years and one of the roughest players on the floor. He is also an international ref for roller. What?
Why does that not surprise me?
Is this real life? Hey, that's awesome.
I totally can see it, too. That's
I didn't know they had roller hockey in Texas. Like I saw it in the like the movie that was like a comedy. I didn't really know that was a real thing. Honestly, I've never seen it.
That is too great. I totally can see that too.
Wow.
Being a bruiser on the rink.
Yeah.
Looks like an old bruiser.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I got to know, so DJ's wife, she said that she can share where to buy this shirt. I don't want to buy the shirt. I just got to know where in the heck does a man buy a shirt like that? Please share, Misty.
He's got plenty of these kind of shirts.
I'm not dogging it. I think it's actually cool. I really do. I'm not dogging the shirt. I'm not bold enough or secure enough in my manhood to wear that shirt, but I think it's an awesome shirt. I got to know where I've never seen something like that for sale. Okay, so Mac, another interesting fact here. Mac's going to kill us. We're airing his laundry, but he apparently raced motocross until about 10 years ago.
That's fantastic.
So this dude is like an adrenaline junkie. Hardcore.
Super Cat didn't do what you thought she might on the next 7 deuce. She limped in and then folded to the raise there by AA Ron. So She did not have any FOMO on that 7 deuce either. At least so far, I would have flopped a deuce here.
Is this Spider-Man or what is this we're playing here with? Aaron's got.
Can't quite tell. It's either a Deadpool or a Spider-Man.
Yeah, maybe Deadpool because the movie's out.
Yeah, he's going to keep up the aggression on this hand, though. Second pair, he's the one that raised pre-flop. RDW is going to look him up here with the gut shot. Mac with the same hand. Gut shot Broadway doesn't like to fold, and he's going to see another card come out as well.
Mac
So,
does have not redraw on the clothes. That's not going to be any good or possible.
Aaron's going to check here. It's a lot of red flags.
Oh, geez.
On the rivers, now it's going to be chopped between RTW and Mac, and Aaron's going to be sick when he sees this. He's going to bet this out. RDW is going to raise this up. Mac's going to go all in, and Aaron's going to have to fold.
I would have liked to seen it been a club and then seen how it played out.
Yeah.
Probably when it got raised, just called.
Yeah, he just calls Mac here. Raise him into their seats, Mac. Go all in. Just end it.
Did RDW set this trap for Mac? He just called the 40, not thinking Mac's going to with whatever.
I think he might think he could get some more money out of Mac sitting here holding the nuts, but Mac's going to let him know right here. He's going to make it 150 straight. Aaron's not going to like to see that, especially after RDW called it behind him, so he's going to have to let this one go no matter what. It does look like a Deadpool on my monitor, by the way.
It's got big eyes, though. Looks like yeah.
He does let that one go. RDW obviously is going to snap call here, and they're going to see that they're going to be chopping up Aaron's money.
Back to Deadpool. It is a great movie. I know you don't go to the movies. We talked about this last night on the stream, but it's a good movie if you get time. You get bored. After the stream, when you can't sleep, you can go to the movies and wind down.
Sleeping is definitely one of the things I am good at. But I've seen the clips on the internet. It looks entertaining. It looks like you said the actor's name last night, the guy that plays Deadpool. He's pretty entertaining.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of movies that are coming up that I'm, waiting, anticipating. I know you said you're not a movie guy, but Beetlejuice. There's another Beetlejuice coming up.
Yeah, I saw an advertisement for that, yeah. And I should have guessed that. I mean, they remade everything else. Why not Beetlejuice? That was a classic.
It's taking them too long to remake it, in my opinion.
It's true. I mean, that's one that I would have expected to remade a long time ago, or at least a newer sequel to. I watched that one a bunch when I was a kid. I liked that movie.
The biggest disappointment this year has to be the Planet of the Apes. It was okay, but I was sure expected more. They've all gotten almost better as that series has gone along, except this one. It was kind of like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Technology's come a long way. You'd think they could do a lot with that show.
Yeah, I think it was just more so the storyline, but Mr. Moto
keeping his rage up. 10-9 suited. He's going to raise it up. Mac with ace 5. Now Robert here's going to 3-bet. It's his first 3-bet we've seen, I think, tonight as well. I don't remember a 3-bet before. Do you?
No, he's got a hand. Aaron going to come along, probably steaming from the last hand. He's got Queen Jack here. P-Dub's not going anywhere. I think we're going to get probably 3 or 4 ways to this flop, even with $40 3-bet.
Yeah, it's usually what happens. Texas Hold'em around here, in for 10, in for 2, in for 20.
Yeah, what happens is you get that first caller, the second guy says, okay, the third guy's priced in at that point, and then the whole table's priced in, and here we go. Kind of what we got in this hand here.
And we do have 4 ways to a flop. A lot of ways. Could have train wrecks on this one.
That's
Top set.
Heck of a flop, but P-Dub's got a flush draw here, so this might
get P-Dub flush draw, Aaron, top pair, queen kicker. Clay is going to be the one to bet this out with the worst of it, unfortunately. He bets 75 too. Wow. Now, if you're remembered, do you just put in the rest of your stack here? You've only got 250.
I probably personally call, hoping other people come along.
We got an act out of turn here, and So Robert just called, and Aaron goes ahead and puts it in there. So
Yep. That's why I like the call. Get more people in there, and then
and look at Paul smile. P-Dub there. He's like, man, I really want to get in on this. And he could too. He's only got 188 behind. You got to gamble. Come on,
yeah,
dude.
I think he's probably he's obviously. I don't think he's worried. He's just worried somebody's got a bigger flush draw.
That's
If
what
he
he's about
knew
to say.
if he knew he had the only flush draw, he's not even. He's in there out of turn.
Yeah, with a bet and then a call and then a raise. Somebody's got bigger diamonds here. So I don't hate the fold. I just want to see a call because we can see the cards. Yeah, that's probably the smarter play, to be honest. So, Aaron and Robert, Aaron's going to see the bad news here. He's got a long way to go.
Not drawing dead, but not far from it.
Needs some running diamonds. Paul laughing, wanting his cards back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Aaron needing running queens or running diamonds here. I think asking how many times they want to run it. I don't think it's going to matter too much.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
Had life there for a whole second. Always got to be a sweat.
Oh, yeah.
So Robert's patience has been paying off. Now up to over double starting stack.
Yeah, perfect whirlwind there for Aaron. I mean, I'm not saying he was steaming, but he could have been steaming from the last hand. You get top pair, you just rip it in and almost draw it. So
I don't hate the play.
So DJ's wife said, "Buy it, wear it, own it." You didn't tell me where I can buy this shirt, or I may buy one. If you tell me and give me a link, I may get on there and buy one and show up to the next stream in it. How about that? Maybe not the next stream, but a stream when I can get there. Give up the link. Unless it's a $200 shirt, I'm not buying a $200 shirt.
I'd say cheap. I've seen it in person. It doesn't look cheap.
Probably Versace $1,200 shirt. And
so I'd say it looks like a fun shirt, but it doesn't look like a cheap shirt. I'll put it that way. Like it's pretty nice material. Beat up here might get some vengeance back on this. Looking down at pocket kings under the gun on. No, he's +1 there. Maybe, if the graphics are correct here. May not. Now he's going to raise it to 20. So cards are probably correct. Hey, Aaron, who reloaded for the 300, looking at 8's going to immediately raise it up in Steam. That's a toughie there. 3-betting it to 100. Pull up Queen Jack suited, who's been patient all night. Don't get impatient now. It's a pretty hand, but it's not a great one.
Again, I'm not saying he's steaming, but it looks like he's seeing a little bit of the effect of some of these beats starting to take its toll here.
All going to put on good act.
I figured it out too. It's not Aaron, it's Aaron. You see, it's the ace Aaron. See, it's A. That's how you spell it. Aaron, the boy's name. Yeah.
This is Ron.
Hey, I was saying Aaron too, and I was like, oh no, that's Aaron. I get it now. So, but yeah, he's gonna just rip it in here. Yeah. All in the call.
And Ron stuck. Needing an 8 or lots of spades. Looks like they're going to run it twice here. First board, a lot of spades.
Oh, wow. Oh, bricks out. That's not good. That was your chance to steal the pot.
And it's all clubs. There's a king, so drawing dead on the river there. So,
wow.
E-Dub going to scoop that one, but what a sweat on that flop.
Man, so close. Each board needs a spade. The bottom board needs a 4 instead of the king for a chop, or an 8, or just missed it barely each time.
Get close there.
What a sweat on that top board. Unbelievable.
So P-Dub, his patience pays off.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Hasn't had much to work with here on stream. Wakes up with the kings and gets max value from them, doubling up through aces Ron. Supercat just south of the 1K mark. Wonder if she can make it there tonight. Lots of players still floating around even. Supercat looking down at King at 10 of spades. Grabbing some extra chips here. Looks like she's going to raise it up to 15. Clay, who's just had an off night tonight, can't really find anything to come along with. Robert going to call 15 with his ace-queen offsuit. RDW pseudo connectors at 9-8 of diamonds makes the call. And DJ closing the action with ace-5 offsuit. We're going to go 4 ways to a flop of deuce 8-6. Not much for any of the players. RDW does have the top pair, and we all know that he does not like folding very much. So if Supercat tries to follow this up, she does not. Robert trying to get his action here in on this river, on the turn, before the turn. Looks like Jenny might have put that out just a hair too early, so we're going to shuffle that one back in as per procedures. Robert here going to make a bet on this flop of 25. Looks pretty strong when you stop the dealer saying, hey, I want to bet here. You know, when I was really worried about him getting through, RDW does lay it down, so it's going to work out for him. So, yeah, whenever you have to stop the dealer and correct them when you act last, when you put out a bet like that, it looks pretty strong. And number 43 here on DJ's game, the $1 or $2 no limit Wednesday night game, $300 max buy-in. We have it every Wednesday at 7 o'clock from 7 to 10. We stream it. You can sign up for this game at Poker House Fort Worth or on Poker Atlas. And if you're watching and or listening from nearby our location in Burleson, Texas, the game often does go on beyond the stream. So if you're going to play with some of these guys, this game will be continuing past the stream more than likely.
I was going to ask, what time does the stream end?
We got about an hour left.
Okay.
P-Dub waking up with a real hand here. Going to bet this one out. 40. Squeeze for 40 there. And a lot of $5 limpers with ace king. Supercat going to look at some camera time with her 10-5 of diamonds as they go into the muck. Philip not be the only one that calls here, unless Mac wants to play with the 8-7. Yeah, it looks like he is reaching for some chips. Doesn't want to fold, wants to play this one. Robert letting his go. This is Ron, lets it go as well. Philip's going to come along, and DJ's got DJ card, Smokey. You may see him call here, and he does.
Let's go.
He's got those cards like you like.
I don't know if 6 deuce is quite my thing, but not far from it.
He'd rather be suited, but 6 deuce is in DJ's wheelhouse. And then Jack, King, 7, 2 spades. P-Dub flopping top here. Bet this one out. Mac did pick up the bottom of it, but decides to go ahead and let that go. Philip can't come along with the 4s. Unless DJ wants to get cute here for Paul, it might be the end of this hand. If DJ wants to make a play, he does not. So B-Dub went from short stack to pretty decent in the last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, starting to pick off some hands here.
DJ is pretty close to even. We were talking the other day about how breaking even just feels bad. If you've been down piles, it feels great. But if you're just kind of moseying along after hours of poker and you're still where you started, sometimes you start to gamble a little bit more just to say, hey, I'm going to either win or lose.
Yeah, I was going to say, I may disagree with that because there's been times when I've been down and it feels like a huge winner.
Well, that's what we said. Yeah, as long as you're, I've broken even and felt like I won $2,000 for sure. So we got some triple straddles on board. I'm gonna have to call him Aces Rod now. I know that guy. I'm gonna ask him how he wants his set. But wasn't there that one? It was the Key and Peele sketch where they called him AA Ron.
Yeah.
I think that's where I got that from. DJ, Ace Deuce suited. Boy, I think he thought about squeezing in it for a minute. Especially when you got a $20 straddle and two callers. B-Dub's going to be the one maybe to squeeze here with the 4-3 offsuit. Nope. Size against it. And Mac wakes up with my favorite hand, going to call the 10, and Philip's going to see his pocket eights. Boy, it's a good hand just to rip a lot into that with, but he does just check the actions. We've got over $100 pot already going 6 ways.
Oh, the Broadway cards. Eights are dead. King Jack and ace, little acey deuces.
Fills a lot of the action.
Yeah, Robert's got a big
best.
hand.
He's going to bet it like he has the best of it. He's betting 90. Either 60 or 90. Can't say if there's another green chip on there. No, 115. Never mind. There's way more green chips out there than I thought. And this one's going to skate on through.
Hey, Reese, I got to get on a call real quick, so I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to be back on here. I'm going to try to jump back on. Let me get on this call.
No problem, bud. Shoot me a text if you get back on. I'll unmute you there. But I'm going to go ahead and mute you out of the stream. So holler at me. We've got about 1 hour left. $10 straddle on for this hand as well. Let's see if Aces Ron puts on the 20. Doesn't look like it. It's a good thing he didn't, as he looks down that queen at 3 into the mug. Philip, his turn to wake up with a decent hand finally. He hasn't had a great run of cards the last almost hour and a half. Looks down at pocket kings. He's going to raise this one up to 40. DJ, tired of sitting here, calls him with the 10 deuce suited. P-Dub and Cat letting their cards go into the mug. Clay with the ace 6 of diamonds may come along here. He hasn't had much of a hand selection either the last hour or so. And that's what he does. He does put in the call as well. Going to be looking for lots of diamonds on this flop. Mac and Robert's cards go into the mug. So we're going to go 3 ways on a $130 plus pot. 10, 7, queen, 2 diamonds. So Clay definitely not going to be going anywhere now. Flipping into the nut flush draw. Philip with his kings still standing tall, and DJ with second pair. Clay's actually going to take the initiative on this hand and just put it all in. And that's going to bring in Philip as well, because Philip can't fold just yet with his kings being there. And DJ's stuck in the middle, wondering how he got into this spot. As much as he thinks that both of these players could be on straight and or flush draws, I think he's going to be able to come along here. Not with both players all in. Yeah, he does fold and get out of the way. And so Philip needing to dodge a diamond or an ace to get the full double up here. They're going to run it twice, 6 and an 8. 5, no diamond, and the 4 of diamonds on the bottom board. So they are going to chop this one up. So they're going to get a little bit of DJ money in that pot there. But players decided to run it twice. And as pocket kings, I believe, is the right play there. A lot of players these days saying they don't run it more than once against flush draws because we're giving them too many chances to hit the flush draw, but that's kind of the wrong way to think about it. What you're doing there is you're telling someone like Clay, look, I've got pocket kings, you're on a flush draw, we're going to run it twice. It's not that I'm giving you 2 chances to hit your flush, I'm making you hit it twice, which is much harder to do. That way you're insured and hopefully getting half the pot back. Because if they hit it immediately, you get no money. So running it twice isn't about giving your opponent multiple chances to beat you. It's about making them beat you multiple times. Kahuna now getting it back into the box. See if we're going to do the top of the hour horse race. And that's what we are going to do here. So what these players are looking for here, a full house or better. The dealer at the top of every hour at every cash game deals out 2 cards face up, runs out a board. And if you make a full house or better, you win the progressive jackpot. It goes up $250 a day. There's a pair of kings out there. Does anybody have the boat? No, but DJ is going to have the flush there. So the best hand does get to spin the wheel for the qualifier chip stacks. But like I said, players are looking for a full house or better to win the progressive jackpot. It's already been hit today twice. So even though it goes up $250 a day, we have not had it not get hit yet. We've been doing this for 7 days, and it's been hit at least once a day, a full house or better. So we've had lots of $250 winners. And then when it's hit for the day, we continue to do the horse races. We just race them off for $100. And then it resets back to $250 the next day. We've had a lot of $250 winners and a lot of $100 winners. Just a way to make some easy cash just by playing here at Poker House Fort Worth. These promotions that we like to give back to the players. If you're going to be playing poker anywhere else, you might as well be playing a place where you can win some extra cash just for being there. And that's part of the joys here is being able to give back to the players in these promotions. Speaking of promotions, while they get ready to do the bomb pot, I want to promote the Summer Jam 2, the $50,000 guaranteed tournament. It's the same one we ran back in June with Poker House Fort Worth in conjunction with Poker House Peaks. That pot got almost $70,000. We're hoping to have just as much success for this one this month. The first flight is going to kick off in less than 2 weeks on August 20th. Tuesday, August 20th, Flight A will kick off. It's only a $65 entry tournament where we're guaranteeing a $50,000 prize pool. So it had a lot of success in June, and we're going to run it back here at the end of August. 8 flights, $65 entry. Your best 2 bags forward into day 2 with a triple bag bonus of $500. And day 2 this go around is going to be here at Poker House Fort Worth. We all went to Peaks in June. So day 2 is going to be here at Poker House Fort Worth, and I'm going to be here streaming it with you live. So you'll get to see day 2 action here at Poker House Fort Worth. All you have to do is play in these 8 flights, get into the top percentage and get into the money and come back for day 2. And that's all going to be starting on August 20th, 2 weeks from yesterday. So less than 2 weeks away. Bomb pot action here. 4 cards, 2 boards. Omaha rules. Must play 2 cards out of your hand on each one of these boards. Looks like we had a bet out of Philip with his 8-9-7-6. And then a raise from DJ to 125 with his bottom set of kings. And he's got the diamond flush draw on the top. RDW has the nut flush draw on the top. So DJ won't be able to get one there. B-Dub sitting here thinking long and hard about it, goes ahead and lets it into the muck. Super Cat getting out of the way of her hand. Clay folding, Mac folding, Robert folding, Aces Ron folding. So back to Philip, who has the gut shot straight flush draw. He's got some straight opportunities on that top board. Doesn't have a lot going on the bottom, so I can understand if he lets this one go, but he may get a little sticky here. He hasn't had much to play with all evening long, so that may play into a call here and of just being a little bit bored. But we know his diamond draw is no good, and while his straight draw is good, a lot of his outs are in other players' holdings. So yeah, he's kind of holding these cards like he's going to give them up, and he does. RDW is going to make the call since he has the nut diamond draw on the top and some backdoor draws on the bottom. Of course, you see that DJ has the top set of kings on that bottom board. So expect to see DJ smash this turn almost on every possible turn card here. 6 of clubs, about as 6 of hearts on the bottom is as blank as it gets. The 10 on the top does bring in some straights. But of course, our DW is still on that diamond draw. And yeah, here's DJ, just like I had predicted, going to put in the rest of his chips. DW, he's got a gut shot on the bottom. He's got a lot of outs on the top. He's got 2 pair. He's got the diamond draw. Yes, it's going to entice him to keep along. So DJ could take this with a... yeah, the diamonds do get there on the top, so this is going to be a chopped pot. The kings are going to hold on the bottom, and RDW's diamonds get there on the top board, so these 2 gentlemen are going to chop this one up. And the action bomb pot doesn't disappoint. As Kahuna chops this one up between the players. We're going to move on to hand number 48. Still quite a few people in the chats on Facebook and YouTube. Lots of people enjoying tuning in to Poker House Fort Worth on your Wednesday night DJ's game. It's a $1, $2, no limit hold'em, $300 max buy-in game. Had some pretty big pots tonight. Super Cat being the big stack at the table. She has more than tripled up to a little over 900. We'll see if she can reach that 1K mark. Philip, who got up chips early and ended up chopping that pot, running it twice with the kings. Still up a little bit for the evening, but just hasn't had a whole lot to participate with. Same story with Clay, who calls the 5 into this hand as well. So we're going to go 5 ways to a flop here, as Kahuna puts out the 7-king tray. No, I'm sorry, 2 spades and a club. And Clay with the top pair of kings going to lead the bet out on this one for 15. Mac here really needs running spades, but he wants to see another card, so he's going to call that 15. Robert with the 6 deuce, needing a lot of help. Don't think he's going to come along. DJ with the 5-3, his wheelhouse cards and bottom pair is good enough to come along for this one here. So we're going 3 ways to a turn. Queen on the turn does not change anything for anyone, but Clay's going to continue with the pedal to the metal. Having top pair 9 kicker betting 25. Mac finally decides to let it go. And DJ, he's going to let that one go finally as well. So Clay, much needed chips. And finally stacking some in front of him. It's been a while. He was definitely due for a decent pot there. A little shout out yesterday to the players in the Congress tournament that we had live streamed the feature and final table here. It's a fun Congress tournament. We're going to do that again next Tuesday as well. So if you'd like to play a little Congress and get into it pretty cheap, much cheaper than you can get into it in a cash game. It's only a $65 buy-in Congress tournament with a $1,000 guarantee. We had about $1,800 in the pot last night. But if you do enjoy Congress and you do enjoy Congress cash games, the month of August is the month for you here at Poker House Fort Worth, as all of our Congress cash game tables have $0 access fees. That's right, free Congress for the month of August here at Poker House Fort Worth. Super Cat reaching deep into the box of play is going to raise it up to 15 with the 8-4 of diamonds. Going to get called in 3 other spots by PW, DJ, and RDW. Queen, 7, deuce, 2 spades, and a club. No one really catching anything here, so if Super Cat can continue to tell her story, this will work. Let's see if she can find about a $35 bet here. Actually, DJ is going to get in front of her, bottom pair of deuces. And so he's going to be the one that's going to be trying to steal this one aside. PW getting out of the way. Super Cat folds. And RDW, who does like to get sticky, really can't with that one. Going to let that go. So a good move there by DJ, betting out his bottom pair. Pick up that pot there. And that's going to put him pretty close to even on the session as well. So good bet. Well played there by DJ. Took away the betting lead from Cat. Really like to have seen if it had checked to her if she was going to continue her pre-flop aggression there. And number 49. We've got about 45 minutes left of the stream, but this game, it does continue on typically past the stream. And we have an outer table going as well. So if you are watching and or listening from nearby, there's still plenty of action to be had on this Wednesday night here at Poker House Fort Worth. Feel free to come on over, play some poker on your Wednesday night. Four ways to a flop here. Dealer John puts out 3, 5, 6. Open-ended for aces Ron. PETA with second pair. He's going to be the one to bet out $10 on this second pair. Aces Ron going to come along with his backdoor clubs and open-ender. And DJ with backdoor clubs and gut shot straight. 6 on the turn, pairs the board. See if anyone wants to keep up the aggression on this one here. Now P-Dub's going to continue to lean on this one, betting another 15. Aces Ron, still open-ended, but does not get any flush draw opportunities on this turn card. Let's go ahead and let this go, and DJ will probably end up doing the same here, unless he wants to get creative and raise it here. He's going to float along though, so, and he checks dark even. So DJ playing this hand kind of interesting. And it goes check, check, and P-Dub going to have this one here with a pair of 5s. I guess DJ just sufficient for that 4 maybe come out, take that one down with a straight. Well, I'd love to have seen the check raise on the turn there. I would have put P-Dub in the blender for sure. But even if you can't make it out to Poker House Fort Worth tonight, we've got the rest of the week's schedule. We have our noon free rolls 7 days a week. So tomorrow at noon and every day at noon, our $500 guaranteed lunchtime free roll. If you find yourself off work or in the area around lunch tomorrow, these little free rolls have been a lot of fun. They've been growing steadily over the last couple weeks. I'm going to just a little $500 guaranteed lunchtime free roll, 12-minute levels, the $2 tournament. Lots of fun. A good way to play some afternoon poker for cheap right here at Poker House Fort Worth. RDW calling 2 with his 8-6 offsuit under the gun, and P-Dub, Jack 10 suited, going to raise it up to 10. Supercat likes her 10-6 suited. She's going to call as well. Clay 10-8, so it's a lot of 10s already out there in the field calling $10. Aces Ron and Phillips both put their cards into the muck, and RDW never going to fold for just $5 more. So we're going to go 4 ways. And we're putting out the ace, 7, queen, 2 hearts. P-Dub have the jack high flush draw. And that's going to be about it on the rest of the field. So if P-Dub bets this out here, which looks like he did 15, Clay's going to come along with his 10-8. He's got a lot of good turn cards. But nope, he did fold his cards. It looked like he called. He may have called. I could have swore he called, but he did fold. Okay. So P-Dub going to pick up another pot there. Decided to run it out, pay the dealer a little extra there to see if he was going to hit his royal flush, and did not. Always fun to see if he would have, though. Johnny been rooting on Paul the whole night long, and he's been doing well, especially the last few minutes, picking up quite a few pots there. Clay, and this one picking up the 7-deuce. 7-deuce game is on, and he's going to try to win it. Raised it up to 30 pre-flop. Philip on the small blind looking at King Jack suited of hearts. It's hard to call $30 with King Jack suited, but he is reaching for chips. A lot of good possibilities with King Jack suited. RDW lets his hand go. And DJ is going to make the call. Or did he fold? Looks like DJ might have folded there. King 8 was way too good for DJ. So we're going to go heads up. 7 deuce game of Clay. Can he get Philip off his King Jack of hearts? And he may be able to do that here with a 10-8-2 flop. Clay going to continue to tell the story, reaching deep here on this flop. And Philip does fold, and Clay's going to show him the bad news, and everyone else is going to toss him a $5 chip. So an extra $40 there for winning with the 7 deuce. And that's good for Clay. He's hasn't had a lot going his way the last hour or so. So a nice little, not only picking up a small pot, but the extra ego of winning the 7 deuce game, picking up $5 from every single player, quick $40 in cash. Super Cat still your chip leader. Big stack at the table, just under 900. Had some monster double ups. Some pretty good hands that stand tall for her to have a triple stack. As of right now, see if she can hold on to it through stream. Maybe she can hit that 1K mark.
You bet not.
Looks like Pete over there taunting Cat to come into the pot there. Claims a dark bet. I believe it. Queen deuce suited. Makes it 25. Max going to come along with the Jack 10 of clubs. Philip looking down at King 9 of hearts. Wants to see a flop on the button. Calling the 25. RDW. RDW and DJ folding. Figured one of those guys would come along on this decent sized pot. Pete up getting out of the way. So we're going to have 3 players to a flop. All clubs would be disastrous for Mac. Luckily dodges it so far. King, Queen, 8, rainbow of flop. Philip can have the best of it here with the kings. Super Cat flopping second pair. And she's going to continue to bet 30 here. Mac's not going to go anywhere. He's open-ended. And he's reaching for stacks on stacks of chips. Yeah. He does just go ahead and go all in there. So tough one here for Philip, who has flopped top pair, only has the 9 kicker. And you got someone of max caliber jamming into you with an overbet of all in for 500. It's enough to put Philip all in. And Philip hasn't folded yet. He's thinking about it. Got some running hearts, some running straight cards, and is more so trying to figure out what Mac would have here to make this move. Mac could have pocket 8s, king, queen. You could have 2 pair or a set trying to keep the straight draws out of there. But Philip trying to piece this one together. Don't know if he can make the call here. He's worked pretty hard to have the stack he does, and while his stack isn't, he's not up a lot, he's not down a lot. So it looks like he's picking up his cards in a way that he is going to fold. And he does announce fold, and Super Cat's not going to be able to come along with her stack either. She's worked way too hard for those chips and throws it into the muck. And so Max hyper aggression on that one there. He's going to tip the dealer to run this one out here. He would have made a pair of 10s, and it missed. So, yeah, Philip there would have definitely taken that one down and really been stuck on that turn, picking up a heart draw as well. So, well-timed aggression there by Mac. And he turns his hand over for the world to see there, showing that he would have made just a pair of 10s on his open-ended straight draw. But that's the beauty of no limit poker, is you put a person to the test for all their chips at any given moment. And some people can do it, some cannot. And I don't blame Philip there for folding. Mac's only really doing that there more often than not with your two pairs at a minimum. So he knows he's behind with his just top pair of kings. And with a 9 kicker, Mac could plausibly do that with an ace king as well. Hand number 53 here being dealt out by Kahuna. Looks like Cat is going to have a $5 straddle on out there. Clay is going to be... Clay might be straddling as well for 10, actually. And it looks like action went over to Mac. So, and it's folding all around the table here. DJ looking at 5 deuce. Perfect wheelhouse cards for him. He's going to make that raised to 20. Very much would have expected that with that hand out of DJ. Looks like P-Dub is already folded here. Action's going to be back on Cat. He's looking down at Queen 9. It's the hand she won that monster pot with earlier. And Clay's going to call the raise with his 5 deuce. So him and DJ both holding 5 deuce. Going to make it hard to win this one. DJ's checking on this King 8 ace flop. All 3 players check around. Jack on the turn still doesn't change anything. Gives Super Cat a gut shot. DJ is going to fire this one out here, though, for $30. I don't think Super Cat's going to be able to continue on this board. And neither will Clay. So DJ here picking up a decent little pot. If it gets through. Super Cat thinking long about this one. But at the end of the day, she needs a 10 and pretty much only a 10. So she does let that one go. And Clay lets his go. So DJ can't catch a 5 deuce. You can still win with 5 deuce just like that by putting the bet out there. Mac, Clay, DJ, a lot of these players are pretty much even on the night, even though there's been a lot of chips fly. A lot of these players have been up and down. Hand number 54 here, a lot of $5 straddle calling around the table. And it looks like I think 7 players to a flop. King, Queen, 9, 2 diamonds. Robert flopping top pair, 10 kicker. Believe Pita had a king as well. Oh, Clay has a king as well. DJ with a gut shot straight flush draw with his 10-8 of diamonds. Going to be the one to bet this one out. $35 bet, pretty healthy pot size bet there out of DJ. And it's probably going to work here. No, Robert's going to look him up with the king 10 of hearts. So top pair 10 kicker. RDW gets out of the way. So we're going to be heads up. Robert currently ahead with a pair of kings. 7 on the turn does give DJ lots more equity as he turns the open-ended. Let's see if Robert wants to continue on. DJ betting 55. Good size bet here. Yeah, and Robert does let it go. So good betting there by DJ, who might have been behind in that hand, might have been pretty close to being coin flipped. Yeah, river.
I love it. I think say nobody gets this one. Say nobody gets this one.
So the DJ picking up a couple of good pots there back to back. Like I said, I think he's $38 ahead on the night. I think he's in for 4. I think he was in for 3. Added on a little 100 and $38 up. But if you look at the board there, I mean, other than the one player that was already eliminated, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that are less than 100 up or 100 down. P-Dub and Supercat both up a little bit. P-Dub in for his original 3 sitting at 560. Supercat, who's in her for her original 3, is up to 817. Aces Ron is the only one that's really down here at this table, but he kind of mixed it up early and things didn't go his way. And then obviously Candyman, who we lost earlier in the evening on his $300 buy-in there. But just 6 out of the 10 players that have played today are not up or down more than 100. It's been one of those kinds of nights. Aces Ron calling the 5 with Queen at 9 offsuit. Philip looking down at Ace 9 of clubs, going to make that call as well. RDW 7-5 offsuit, definitely in his range of calling. Supercat calls with her 8-7, and Clay calling with his 5-4 of diamonds. So Philip's the only one holding clubs here. And it's going to be 2 spades and a club, deuce, deuce, king. Mac coming along with his 10 deuce under the gun is going to flop trips. Let's see if he wants to bet this one out. He does not. It's going to check all the way around. So sneaky play there by Mac. Jack on the turn doesn't change much for anyone. Gives Aces Ron a gut shot. Mac still content in checking to see if anyone can catch up here for anything. 5 on the river. Clay makes a pair. So does RDW. Clay's going to bet a $5 whole dollars. Mac's going to raise it up to 15, trying to get some equity out of his deuce there. Aces run with the queen at 9 at nothing here. But he's thinking about making a play here. As we are lagging up a little bit in the stream, he does go ahead and make that fold, as does Clay. RDW looked him up, wanted to show the 5, wanted to see what Mac had. And so Mac did get called by RDW there, as RDW made the pair of 5s on the river. Aces Ron will be the first one to act here after the straddle of Robert. Looking down the pocket 5 is going to make it 20 to play. Folds on around to PW, who has the 9-10 suited, wants to see a flop. Supercat has the 9-6 offsuit, lets hers go. 9-8 for Clay into the muck. Mac 8-7 into the muck as well. Robert, who initially straddled for 5, lets his hand go. So we're going to go heads up to a flop between Aces Ron and P-Dub. Pocket 5s versus 10 at 9 suited. Deuce, King 6 on this flop. See if Aces Ron can continue the aggression here. And he does. He bets 20. And Paul looking him up. Paul looking to maybe take this one away here. 4 of clubs definitely gives P-Dub some extra equity. Picks up the flush draw on this turn. Aces run and turns a gut shot. It goes check, check to a river, which is a 3. That's going to give the straight to Aces Ron. Unfortunately, P-Dub never really developed into much of anything, so he's not going to be able to call much of any bet here. P-Dub could have picked up that pot on the turn with a pretty healthy bet, but I don't mind the check back either. Kind of a sneaky flush draw. Try to realize the newfound equity on the flush draw on the turn. But Aces Ron picks up the gut shot straight with his pocket 5s. And no matter anything that P-Dub bets there, he's not going to be able to get that one through. Hand number 57 being dealt out by John here on DJ's game. $1, $2, no limit hold'em, $300 max buy-in game. And Aces Run joined the stream late, in for a couple bullets, but trying to climb his way back to even. RDW is going to call with the 8-6 of hearts. DJ is going to raise this one up, looking down at ace, queen offsuit. P-Dub calling 10, Clay calling 10, and Mac calling 10. Not calling 10. So and Robert comes along as well, as does RDW. So not much respect for DJ's raise there. We're going to go 5 ways to this flop with a lot of interesting hands out there. RDW checking his cards back. His graphics there are not quite correct, I don't believe. We need to take a look back at that flop. It's checking around to Clay, and it does get so 9-5-6 on this flop. Clay's going to be open-ended. Pair for P-Dub, RDW. He has a pair as well. Once again here, the graphics are not quite matching what's on the board, so let's take a quick look back at this board to see where the players are standing. But if I remember correctly, I think I called it out correctly as P-Dub, Clay. Clay's going to raise it up, so Clay... And 9-5-6 Trey. P-Dub still coming along as well. So Clay and P-Dub are the last ones here on this pot. And Clay going to fire again pretty heavily. I really want to look back at this board here and see if P-Dub... Yeah, I didn't think he made the straight. I think he just had a pair of 6s. But good at betting there by Clay to pick up a pretty healthy pot. And a much-needed pot for him as he picks up a little over 100 in profit on that hand there. Again, every once in a while, the cards don't quite read what is out on the board. But we do our best here just like any other live stream. We've got about 15 minutes left on the stream. Maybe a little longer than that. Couple called $2 here and a few folds around the table. Aces Ron picks up the 7 at deuce, the big blind, as 3 of the people just called the 2. He's going to raise it up to 25, trying to win this 7 at deuce game. RDW with ace 9 offsuit, reaching for chips, does make the call. Super Cat, who has a 6-3, went in with 6-3 suited, and she's going to come along for 25 as well. And it's going to get Robert to fold. So Aces Ron trying to win the 7 deuce game. Gets 2 of their callers on his $25 pre-flop bet. Can he take this one down on the flop and pick up the $5 from every single player? Looks pretty good as he's going to flop top pair. Super Cat, the only one that caught a piece of this board. There's not a king out there. I think it's 4, 6, 7. Bigger bet here out of Aces Ron. I'm going to get another look at this board here. I don't think the board's quite reading right. See if Super Cat has any equity to call. Again, ignore the graphics on the board. She does make the only call there. So she did take the lead with a 6 on the turn. Wow. So Aces Ron going for the 7 deuce game ends up flopping top pair and then outturned by a Super Cat who just cannot do much wrong tonight. Picks up a third 6 on the turn to take that one down and win another monster pot as Aces Ron shoots for the moon on that turn, goes all in, and a Super Cat calls. So big pot number 3 or 4 for Super Cat. It's just been her night tonight. Again, the graphics not quite reading that one correctly, as it does happen once in a while, and I don't think Super Cat's chip count is correct either. I could be wrong, but I think she has way more chips than that. She was pushing 1,000 earlier, and I don't remember her losing a super pot. We'll get a look at her chip stack here momentarily, I'm sure. Yeah, she's got way more than $500 there. Like I said, she's pushing that $1,000 mark again. Pete up and raise this up to $10 with the ace jack offsuit. Clay going to come along with the king jack offsuit. Robert comes along with these suited connectors, 8, 7 of diamonds. Not much more for Philip. There he goes ahead and lets that hand go. And we're to a flop of 7, 4, ace, 2 diamonds here. So Robert on the flush draw. P-Dub picking up a top pair at jack kicker. This one's going to check around. Pretty surprising there. 4 on the turn. Board pairs with the 4s. P-Dub finally going to bet this one out a little bit to 20. Clay's going to let it go. Robert's going to go ahead and try to chase down this diamond on the river. He does have a 7, and he does hit the diamond, and P-Dub bet dark. And Robert's going to snap call with his flush, and so Robert's going to take that one down. So P-Dub there just trying to show a little strength with that dark bet, but may have actually saved himself some money. Might have had to call more than that 20 since Robert did end up making it that flush. So I believe Super Cat is the big winner on tonight so far. Like I said, her stack's showing 483, but I know it's substantially more than that. Like I said, she should be right at the 1,000 chip mark. He'd have calling 5 with the king 3 suited. Play calling 5 as well with the 9-8. Aces Ron finds a place to put in the rest of his chips. $26 all in with the ace 6 of spades. Don't blame him there. Philip lets his hand go. Looks like RDW to make the call here with his ace 10 offsuit. DJ wants to get involved as well with ace 9 offsuit. Beat up with the king 3. He's already in for 5. It's only 21 more to call for him to get in on this big pot. So it looks like he's going to make that call as well. So we're going to go 6 ways to a flop. Max value here for aces. Ron looking for some spades. 3 aces out in the field, and he's got the weakest one with the 6 kicker. 9-5-8 on this board. Gut shot for the player all in. 2 pair for Clay. Top pair for DJ. But it is a dry side pot, so it could save some of these people some money. But RDW is going to bet 50. RDW going to bet 50 with his ace 10 offsuit on this 9-5-8 board. PW goes ahead and fold. Clay, if his cards are correct, 2 pair, you're going to see him raise, and that's exactly what he does. Looks like he's made it almost 200 to come along. So Clay wasting no time to announce himself in this one here. Does raise it up to 185. RDW not able to continue after betting that 50. So you're going to see Clay and aces Ron heads up with him all in. Aces Ron needing a 7. Actually, DJ made the call as well. Graphics did not catch up on that one. So DJ with the top pair 9s. 7 gut shot there. So all players having the straight on the top board, interestingly enough. 10 on the turn on the bottom and a jack. So that's an interesting combination there. You said the graphics kind of screwed up here, but it looks like all the players are going to have the straight because RDW folded as 10. So everybody's going to get the top board. And the bottom board pair of 8s, the pair of 9s going to be good. 8s and 9s on the bottom. So interesting turn of events here. And John's going to take a minute to have to sort this one out, as all the players will get half the pot. Half the pot will be distributed back to all the players. And then the bottom board, Clay's 2 pair is going to hold. So definitely an interesting one there to figure out. And while John's figuring that one out, we're going to mention the Summer Jam 2 one more time here on stream. It's right around the corner, August 20th, 13 days away, less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday, Tuesday at night, Flight A, 6 p.m., August 20th. This is the same tournament we ran back in June and had almost the $70,000 prize pool. Hoping to have that much success again this go around. A cooperated event between Poker House Fort Worth and Poker House Peaks. So we had almost over 1,200 entries last in June. So if we can do that again, this is your chance to play in that tournament again. It's only a $65 tournament for a $50,000 guaranteed prize pool. Absolutely fantastic return on your investment there. We're going to have 8 flights. You can move your best 2 bags forward, so you want to play in as many of these flights as you can. And if you can get that elusive 3rd bag, we had a few of them last in June. It's a $500 triple bag bonus, which is a fantastic bag bonus when the entry fee is only $65. So great tournament coming up, less than 2 weeks away. We had a fantastic turnout in June, and we hope to do it again less than 2 weeks from today. The $50,000 guaranteed Summer Jam 2 for only a $65 entry fee. So can't wait to kick that off in a couple weeks. We had tons of players last time, so we'll see if we do it again. And it's just a great tournament, a super cheap prize point for a $50,000 guaranteed tournament. P-Dub under the gun, going to call 2 with the Jack 9. Super Cat comes along as well with her King 9. Mac limping in with King Queen offsuit. Robert going to limp in as well with the Ace 9 suited. Aaron coming along as well. So is RDW. So it looks like this is a one-person folded hand. I think Clay is the only one that actually folded this hand. So we're going to go 8 ways to a flop of 5 Tray Queen. And it's going to take me ages to figure out who has what here. I don't see anything beyond much of Mac, who has top pair King Kicker. See if he bets this out. Nope, he's going to like to check it. So we're going to limp all the way around and check all the way around, and we're going to see a 7 on the turn. Aaron picking up a pair. Mac coming along with his queens. Philip, who has a 7. Actually, Ace's Ron's going to put in the rest of the stack of 37 with his pair of 7s. Philip here, who turned a pair of 7s as well with the Ace Kicker. Thinking a little bit about this one. Does ultimately decide to let it go. RDW, who has the 3rd pair of 5s, lets his go. No, he's going to make the call as well. So 3rd pair calls. DJ bottom pair does let his go. P-Dub lets the Jack 9 go. And so we still have 3 players. As RDW calls the 19, and Mac. Is Mac going to re-raise here? He does. I don't know if it reopened the pot. He's the one that bet. Yeah, I don't think it was raised enough on the all-in to reopen the pot here. So he's going to have to just call and come along with a 10 on the river here. It doesn't change any of the hands, as Mac's still going to be best here with the top pair of queens. The King Kicker definitely disguised his hand with this check through on that flop. RDW is not going to be able to make this call, and Ace's Ron's going to see the bad news here, as his 7s are no good against Mac's King Queen. And so Mac stacking some chips. It's been a minute. He hasn't caught much, but he's definitely up for the session, as is her Max. Max, as usual, does really well on the live streams. DJ's game on Wednesday nights. And it looks like Ace's Ron's going to call it an evening on that one there. Don't blame him. He got off to a pretty rough start, picking up some pretty decent hands that weren't able to hold up. So there will be 8 players left. Don't think they can replace anybody just yet. We've only got a few more minutes here on stream. I want to say to everyone that thanks for tuning in. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. we're going to have this game, DJ's game, the 1-2 no limit $300 max buy-in Texas Hold'em cash game. Six, 5 deuce. 2 clubs and a spade here. RDW is going to be flopping a top 2 pair on this one. B-Dub, who limped in with the 7 deuce, trying to win the 7 deuce game, does go ahead and check this. Clay is going to be the one to bet this out with the Jack 9, betting 15. RDW, see if he raised it up here. Couldn't quite tell if he went ahead and announced himself with the raise. He does raise it to 35. And everyone else is going to fold on this one there. He's going to show the top 2 pair. Picks up a little bit of extra equity there from Clay as Clay takes a stab at it. And Paul showing his 7 deuce. Wants to see if it would have been a winner. 8 on the turn. 5 would not have been any good, as RDW would have filled up on that river. So no shot for P-Dub to pick up the 7 deuce game winner. But it didn't really expend much trying to get there either. So we've seen the 7 deuce game go horribly wrong a couple times. here on stream tonight. But it is fun. It's an action creating game. And I think this may be the last Hold'em hand. I think we're going to do one more hourly horse race. For those that don't know, it's you might know it as a flip, where every player gets 2 cards face up, and the dealer runs out a board. And if anybody gets a full house or better, they win the progressive jackpot. It's $250 a day that it goes up here at Poker House Fort Worth. And it's already been hit today, so it's they'll be just racing for $100. Once the 250 has been won, it goes back down to 100. But it starts each new day at 250, and if it doesn't get hit by any chance during that day, it goes up to 250 every day. But it has been successfully being hit so far. We've had definitely lots of cash being handed out to the players, which is the whole point. If you're going to choose to pay to play poker anywhere in the area, you might as well play in a place where you can win a little bit of money for free in some promotions. Doesn't cost anything. There's no betting. There's no anything. Every player that's playing in a cash game at the top of every hour just gets 2 cards, face up, run it out, see if you can pick up a full house or better and win that progressive jackpot. RDW is going to bet 25 into this 4-3 king board with 2 pair. Robert bottom pair going to come along as well. Mac with the queen 10 going to float along and see if he can develop anything. King on the turn does counterfeit RDW's hand, so that's a tough one there for him. Jack on the river doesn't change much of anything for anyone, and Robert and RDW are going to chop this one up since RDW's 3s got counterfeit. Bad luck there for RDW. Again, of these players that are left, not counting the 2 that were unfortunate enough to lose their stack and leave the table, other than Robert Clay and Supercat, you got P-Dub, Phillip, DJ, Mac, RDW. They're all up and down less than 100. I mean, it's been a roller coaster of an evening. The only person that's really walked away with much money tonight is Supercat. Again, her chip stack is not quite correct. I know she's closer to 1,000 than she is 500. Her chip count says 461, but I don't think, and I know that's not accurate. She's got more reds than that sitting there. But it does happen, especially on chopped pots. So here is the horse race, or flips as they also call it. 2 cards face up, trying to get a full house or better. That's it. No betting, no competition, no nothing. It's just a full house or better. And it sounds like the outer table hit the full house as you hear them cheering. So somebody won a crisp new $100 bill for getting a full house or better, but not here on the stream table. Like I said, every hour on the hour they flip for the progressive jackpot, all cash games. So last hand here on the stream, we're going to watch one more bomb pot. See if anyone can make some swings here on this bomb pot. Again, 4 cards, high only 2 boards. Any 2 cards, but you must use 2 cards. Omaha rules, pot limit. Always fun for the commentators to try to see what everyone has and what they are betting and or calling on. And now that everyone has 4 cards, dealer John will put out 2 separate boards. You can use any 2 cards for either board, but you must use 2 cards out of your hand. And it is a lot of spades. Holy cow. Does anybody have spades in their hand? Sort of a crusher of a. Well, Robert has the nut spades. So this hand will be hard to continue for these players as Robert has flopped the nuts on both boards. No sets. No, not much of anything going on here. So does Mac want to come along? Mac does have a set, so Mac could run him down. Mac may pop this here just to see. No, he's going to show it and let it go. Too funny. Randy, no problem, buddy. Just remind me or somebody here in the room when you come back for winning that horse race and getting to spin that wheel. Don't forget to get your chips. We're going to run it out for fun here to see if Robert would have made a pair on that bottom, which he did not. So Mac wasn't able to fill up, so Robert takes down that bomb pot. Yep, I got you, Randy. Just when you come back at any point, just let him know that Reese said you are owed a wheel spin. And that wheel spin is getting him these chips here into this September 7th qualifier. This is the second of 3 qualifiers for the $20,000 zero buy-in free roll championship on October 12th. You're stacking your chips for the entire month of August, bringing them back on September 7th, where you are trying to make it into the top 15% to punch your ticket into the championship on October 12th. There's only 2 more tournaments left on this, so don't miss out. It's only a $25 buy-in. You're earning chips for every tournament you play in while you're playing the cash games. Lots of ways to earn chips to stack them up to give yourself the best shot at getting the top 15% into the qualifier on September 7th, making it into the championship on October 12th. We had 12 qualifiers back on August 3rd. So join those 12 by coming for the September 7th, second of 3 qualifiers to get into that $20,000 championship on October 12th. Also, don't forget, in less than 2 weeks, our Summer Jam 2 is coming up. It's only a $65 buy-in for a $50,000 guaranteed tournament. Cannot beat that. Cannot beat that. We had a fantastic tournament in June. This exact same thing. Both of these clubs, over 1,200 entries apiece on these 8 flights. We're doing it the exact same thing again, but day 2 is going to be here at Poker House Fort Worth on August 25th. So less than 2 weeks away, August 20th, Tuesday, $65. Come start shooting your shots to make it to day 2. You can take 2 bags forward and get that elusive 3rd bag in those 8 flights and get a $500 bag bonus. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic value tournament. And once again, thanks for tuning into the DJ's Game live stream here at Poker House Fort Worth, Facebook and YouTube every Wednesday at 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. Sign up for this live stream if you'd like to sit down with these guys and play 1 week. You can sign up at Poker Atlas, or you can sign up here at Poker House Fort Worth. So if you have any questions, we have lots of stuff on Facebook, a lot of schedules of events, too much to go into, lots of things coming on, bunch of tournaments coming up. So be sure and check out our calendar of events. Be sure and check out the things we post on Facebook. Send us a message if you have any questions. Otherwise, looking forward to seeing you here